Grab this.
Uh,
Okay. All right. Welcome, everybody. Welcome back to the Slice of Shonen Podcast. I am your host on the boat, Sailor. And compared to last week, where we only had like 3-4 chapters, we got a whole podcast here, man. We got a lot to talk about, a lot of things to cover, a lot of good things, man. A lot of good stuff came out of this week. I'm very excited to talk about it. But of course, it is not just me. True. It is not just me. I have my ensemble of excellence here. You know what I'm saying? Let me go down the list here. We have the Adam, aka Jigga, whose channel is linked down below in the description. We have the Silver.
Fucking wow.
Who, what?
In the chat, fucking Sailor, what was it like being roommates with Moses?
Oh. Bro,
all right.
Cool.
26 seconds. Let's count them, folks. 26 seconds until somebody insulted the host of the podcast.
Wait a minute, bro. Hey, man. Y'all can't... You gotta insult Silver, man. This man took like 5 minutes to set up a USB, man. You didn't even know what it was. You had to Google it.
I'm telling you, I was taking care of something else first. Because I had to take care of the dishes.
I respect that. I respect that.
I don't. I left it for after the podcast.
I respect that. Next time, just tell us that you're gonna do dishes instead of saying, "I'll get on in a minute."
To tell you that. Okay, well, I'm sorry.
That's it.
Anyway,
man.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
On this
I am just glad.
It's fine. I just thought it was funny.
It is funny, right?
I was like, "What happened to my boy?" He was like, "I'll get on soon." I didn't hear from him for 10 minutes. I was like, "Yo, are you fighting someone? I'll fly out, bro. I'll help you out." Like, I'll help you out, man.
Got him.
Yeah, right. But of course, we have the Silver man. He's rocking. He's doing his thing. He's recovered. Everybody clap it up for Silver. The sensu bean worked. He's made a full recovery, man. What's the problem? What?
Well, I wouldn't say I recovered. The reason I was gone for so long was because I was getting my ass kicked by midterms. That shit had me yamched. That I ain't gonna lie. But it's past us now. I have finals to prepare for. So now all I can do is grow stronger.
Yeah, you guys might not know this. Silver's actually still in high school.
I respect that. Definitely not grad school. Don't think it's grad school, please.
Nah.
He's still old though. Don't get it. Don't get it.
Yeah, no, he's been held back 80 times.
Damn, bro. I respect that.
A smarter man would have given up by now.
He's got.
But if he was a smarter man, he wouldn't still be in high school.
He's got that determined attitude, man. I respect that. That's what we love about him.
He's got that dog in him, and that dog cannot read.
That dog be struggling. But anyway. For now, we don't worry about the future. We don't worry about the finals. We worry about the podcast. We have me. Hey, how's it going? We have the Sky Cadet 13. We have the Cooking Taco. And of course, the Zenith Annie Manga, whose channel is also linked down in the description below. Also linked down in the description is the artist for the Nico Robin you saw in the thumbnail for this podcast. Make sure you guys go support them, check them out, because damn, niggas were posting their art all over the place on Twitter, gave him no credit. Holy.
Yeah.
People are crazy, man. Holy. So definitely go check out that artist down below. It's their DeviantArt, but that was the place where they posted it, so I just left the link right there. But yeah, man. Yeah, I'm very excited to talk about things. I guess for a brief housekeeping note on my end, I have 2 strikes now on my channel. What the fuck, YouTube?
Let's
go. I have to wait until January 5th. That's when the first strike wears off, and then I can start going crazy again with uploads. So there's probably not going to be very many uploads until then, because I live in fear every day that these niggas just wake up and say, fuck this dude in particular. And they strike down like a random video. It's like, well, it's Joe Adida. But until then, we just pray, I guess. We just pray. On a more positive housekeeping note, God, Arcane is so good, bro. Holy.
Dude,
Oh
if y'all
my
ain't
God.
watching Arcane, what are you doing?
Good
What
for
are
you.
you
hold
fucking
on, look,
doing?
I only was able to finish the first episode so far. Or that I
Oh,
was
we
with
weren't
you
gonna
for.
say anything. Yeah, we're
Yeah,
not
no,
saying
we're not
anything.
we're not spoiling.
Nah. You gotta watch this shit, man, dude.
Yeah, I still got to get to those
Crazy
those next
first
two
few
episodes.
Bro,
episodes.
dude, when Jinx went top lane, I couldn't believe it.
I couldn't believe it, bro.
That is crazy,
Yep.
actually. You're not supposed to.
That is, yeah, that she shouldn't be doing that.
I-
Should be
I-
fucking griefing already.
I'm hip.
Genuinely.
I know dog shit games. Absolutely.
I can't
I know
believe
the
she's
mechanics are
throwing.
fucking garbage.
I
Mhm.
can't believe it. She's throwing. Nah, man. Those first 3 episodes, what a fucking start, dude. Genuinely.
Mhm.
When I watched this show, I was like, dude, I forgot
We're back.
how much I love this. Like, I forgot how good a show could be, bro. Holy. I could glaze that series for an entire podcast length. But for right now, we got more of a show to get to. Fellas, is there any housekeeping notes of your own that you'd like to talk about?
I've unfortunately started like 5 games all at once.
Based? I
that
know
is unfortunate.
Metaphor was one, right? What are the other ones?
Simile,
Sparking Zero.
Allegory.
Um,
Sparking Zero
Oh.
based? Hey.
It's really crazy because Jigo only ever plays like 3 games, so this
I know,
is a
right?
big.
Yeah,
this is a big step
That is
for
a
him.
big undertaking.
I
for
need
him.
Jingle
to-
only plays Devil May Cry 5.
yeah, I saw it earlier. It's like that Hulk meme where it's like, guys, I accidentally started like 5 games at once. I don't know what to do.
Yeah, bro. It's stressful. What are the other ones? So you got
Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart.
okay.
Fuck. Oh right, Sonic X Shadow Generations.
Of course.
and, Fire Emblem 3 Houses.
Let's go. Let's go.
So real.
All terrible games.
All
It's
All
like
ass.
it's just a hat trick of ass.
Hold up, his games taste is this ass? Nah, man. I gotta get back on playing more games too. I was thinking about picking up Metaphor because I am gonna play that, and I'm like, wait a minute, I need to beat like Persona 4 and DMC. So like I'm gonna do those first. Cause like I mentioned last week, chat, I have a habit of starting things and just not finishing it, bro. I am like 50% through Final
He's
Fantasy
really
7
bad
Remake.
about it.
Yeah. I am 50% through FF7 Remake, the first one, and I was like, I guess I'll play something else. So I still need
That's
to beat
like-
that too.
That's a running gag in our friend group where like we'll be like, oh, who's all watching this show? Who's all playing this game? And we'll go through the list, and someone will always be like, well, Sailor started it. Like that's the same thing. He started it.
Woo! Hey man, I got weak knees. I don't stand on shit, bro. I watched the first episode of Dandadan. I said, damn, this is so good. I can't wait to watch the rest.
Genuine. Here's the thing. It's
4
going
weeks
crazy.
later.
Yeah,
Really
right.
good.
I
Yeah,
know.
the anime is really good.
I know, bro. It's probably amazing. Just don't ask me how episode 2 went, bro, because I don't know. I don't
Yeah,
No
have you
know.
at
spoilers,
least seen like
please.
the clips and stuff? Because like on Twitter, because there's some really good scenes.
I saw Okarun's like transformation. I thought that was really cool.
Does not narrow it down, but cool. He does that a lot.
Oh, brother.
Here's the no, like genuinely, they go hard with it every time. So I'm being serious. That does not narrow it down.
Yeah, that's true. Oh my god, I just remembered I still have to beat Persona 3 Reload the Answer too. Oh my god, there's so many good things out.
Bro,
If I-
you
if I
started
may.
that like a year ago. When the fuck?
Whoa, 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 whoa,
Even
whoa,
come
whoa,
out a year ago.
whoa,
Straight up hell.
whoa, whoa. Okay, buddy, you're talking about Persona 3 Reload, which I did finish and I cried. All right, Persona 3 Reload, The Answer is the DLC that came out like a month or 2 ago, buddy. All right, slow your damn roll.
You went
Slow
from
your
that,
damn roll.
I put 120 hours into the game for this. This shit's so... this shit's ass.
I want my money back.
It's like the Oshinoko
You know
meme.
what,
This shit
Taylor?
is so ass.
I apologize. I was incorrect. You're playing the other thing. that you're not gonna finish forever.
That is true, man. That's why I love fighting games so much. I don't have to finish the story. I just fucking here I am.
I saw it on Twitter. There's this like manga about girls that play fighting games, and they're making like an anime adaptation of it.
On God, that's based.
I never even heard of this.
That's based.
Well, yeah. You don't like either of the main topics, fighting games or girls. So of course you wouldn't have heard of it.
Fuck.
Damn.
Wallahi.
Nothing in it is in your wheelhouse.
Wallahi, bro. Hey, they did buff Potemkin in some ways in Guilty Gear, so you know.
Let's
Oh
fucking
my
go.
god. No, you don't understand. It's bad.
Well, he clearly needed a buff.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
RAM. They're fucking broken.
They gave this nigga they canceled out like his Kara cancels and put in simpling it down from fighting game terms.
Thanks.
They just made him like simpler to play. They made this nigga ignorant, bro. They gave his grab armor. It reaches farther.
They looked at Street Fighter 6, saw modern Zangief, and they said like, "Hey, people are a big fan of this."
Genuinely, yeah. They said, "Damn, modern Geef goes crazy." They just turned around and looked at Potemkin. Damn.
Potemkin is nothing but cool to me.
Hey man. Listen, I've been playing Eno, but listen, man. Biking, my first main, she got buffed. I ain't gonna lie, she kinda calling my name,
okay.
brother. I ain't gonna lie. They made Biking was like left behind in most of the most of the fucking in terms of patch notes, it was just like Biking is barely in the game. So now she's back in the game and viable. So I'm like, oh, she sounds cool.
Arxis is one of the most considerate, forward-thinking, and cooperative fighting game developers, but only when they buff my characters.
True.
All the other times, they're ignorant, blind, and they buff Taco's characters.
Yeah, man.
And that's not cool.
Bro.
If everyone's Slayer, nobody is.
Ramlethal is so fucking ignorant, dude. Holy. Ramlethal is crazy.
The only like housekeeping stuff I have, or like I haven't really been doing a whole lot recently as far as like watching and reading shit. But yesterday I watched. Have you guys heard that wrestling movie, The Iron Claw?
Yeah.
Sounds familiar, yeah.
Dude, I watched that movie. That movie kicked my fucking ass, dude. I cried like 3
Oh no.
times. Dude, that movie made me cry 3 times. Okay, Sailor, that movie is based on a real story. It's like the Von Erich family.
On the Von Erich family, yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you know wrestling.
Yeah. Yeah.
I forgot one of his core interests.
To be fair, this is like they're old. This is like 80s.
Yeah, that's a long
Yeah,
time ago.
I would never know that though.
But
Not understandable.
Dude, Zenith, that shit. Real life.
Smart
there were-
readdressment.
In real life, there were 6 sons, and all of them died except one.
Yeah.
Wow.
In the movie, the director was like, "Look, man, we gotta cut out one of the sons because this shit's too crazy."
It's insane. Yeah.
Legitimately, they're like, "We can't have this many death scenes. We gotta cut one of them out of the movie."
Yeah.
Those things all fucking died.
It's fucking insane, man. Yeah.
I'm sorry, bro. The pacing of your life is just too extreme.
It's too much, brother. Yeah, I gotta watch that myself.
Shit. What the hell?
I gotta
But yeah,
watch that
that-
shit myself, man.
Dude, that movie's so fucking good. It's really good.
I'm happy it's good then. I'm happy you liked it. Yeah.
If all of you out there are having a good day, you should definitely go watch it.
You should ruin it.
If you
are a loyal viewer of this podcast,
if you're genuinely having a great time and your life is going great, you should watch that movie. Like right now.
Stop that.
Curse of Raw and niggas,
All right.
holy.
Yeah, maybe we should start the podcast now. before
You
we
should
give any
be
more advice.
miserable.
Nah, Silver's crazy because he'll watch something or read something that's like genuine 10 out of 10, but it made him sad, so it's like a 4.
Hey, man.
Okay.
Evoking human emotions. All right.
Anyway, that new One Piece chapter.
That's okay, Silver. I get it. We'll transition. Transition into One Piece chapter 1131. Fellas, how are we feeling about this one? I actually don't care how you feel. The GOAT is back, baby. Road! Let's go!
Okay.
Hey,
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, man.
I'm just saying.
I hear you.
When Loki was like, "Hey, Rhodey," when he was talking to Luffy, I'm just saying he was like, "I thought you were a real one. I'm sorry, Luffy."
Oh my
I don't
god,
remember your
Rhodes
name.
up there. I better keep my ass chained down here.
Or else the real sun god is up there.
Nico's up there.
I better keep my ass down here or I'm finished. Bro, he's literally in the land where the sun is dead, bro. He was like, "I'm a fraud. I can't do this. I can't." But Road, that's the man right there. Nah, but in all seriousness, how'd you guys feel about this chapter?
I like
It
it.
was pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah, no, one thing I want to say is I missed during my initial read through of the scans, and that this is the actual Jewel Tree Atom. I'm like, I completely missed that during my first read through.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like, that's actually huge.
Is this our first time
It is pretty
seeing
big.
it, or were like other ships like made out of atom wood? Because I know one of them, like I remember, like the Oro Jackson was like made out of a special type of wood. I don't remember if it was atom or Eve wood.
The only
I don't
two
think it was
that-
ever confirmed.
The only two that are confirmed to be made out of the Treasure Tree Atom are the Sunny and the Oro Jackson. As far as I remember.
Okay, cool. I was about to say I know one of them is like made out of like special wood. I just don't remember the other one. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't
they
know.
would
How
make
did I
it.
remember the Oro Jackson and not the Sunny? What is my problem?
Well, yeah, that's
Yes, what is your problem?
No.
I guess you're right. The NDA is finally getting to you, huh?
No, wait, no,
Yeah.
no.
I'd say the dementia's kicking in early, but really it's right on time.
Wait. No, wait.
This is entirely predictable.
I am knowledgeable. I just know things, you know.
Some
Alright.
things.
I'm going to say, after this chapter, I'm pretty confident Loki is not the main villain of the arc.
I think I can
Yeah,
agree with you
really?
on that. I
Well,
think
I'm
I
just
can.
saying.
Actually, I
people
don't.
We're talking mad undeserved shit on Luffy's name. He's gonna let out Loki. He's not a good judge of character. Looking real foolish now.
I mean, to be fair, he almost beat that nigga into the tree. So, like,
Mhm.
Yeah,
Because Oda,
my
Loki,
point
like-
exactly.
oh man, could have freed him.
Yeah,
think
a
it's been for a
corpse
long
free.
time.
Yeah, that's gonna be a real problem.
You can continue now, Taka.
Oda's been writing this story for a long time, and he has these things he likes to do over and over and over again. And usually when it's supposed to be like a big, strong, impactful villain, he won't go out of his way to make Luffy make him look like a joke. As soon as they meet.
Not this early, yeah.
Not
I
this
will
early.
say, he is like chained up and weakened by the chains and everything. He
Mhm.
still dodged a punch. Like,
Yeah.
that's pretty
That's
impressive.
true,
I
but
mean,
like,
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just the way, like, his reaction to Luffy in general in this chapter. I was just like,
Yeah, it would've
oh.
killed him. I think it would have killed him, honestly.
Yeah,
But,
like just the fact that he was just like, yeah, you better watch out for my young niggas, and it's just big animals. It's like, oh.
Yeah.
Luffy
Oh.
instantly. Yeah,
I
Luffy
kind of forgot he
instantly
made him
all
that
of
much of a joke. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I think that
Yeah, we've been there.
I think Taco does have a point that Oda would never go out of his way to make the main villain of an arc look exceptionally pathetic and Hody Jones, and like really meet Hody Jones, and like lose to to a Straw Hat that isn't even Luffy, Hody Jones, right at the beginning of the arc. That would make for a really terrible villain, right?
Whoa! Hold on now, brother. You got
number one defender is here.
You got a bit too much dip on the chip.
Has no impact, no staying power, no aura, if you will.
Oh, brother, he's talking aura.
If you imagine that, like, let's say if Loki, for example, was like, as a giant, there was like a certain area, a certain environment where he was biologically superior to other creatures in every single way, and he still lost, that would be exceptionally
Oh, brother, bro.
Also, I don't think Oda would do any of that, is what I'm saying.
Nah, bro, you're not gonna disrespect my guy. Go ahead, Tago.
I know you're doing a bit right now, but like,
What are you talking about?
so Hody Jones' introduction, the way he was introduced was Oda showed him take out entire pirate crew with his hands handcuffed.
Mm.
He just did it with his mouth. He destroyed an entire ship and took out an entire crew.
So he handled the entire crew with his mouth.
Yeah, it's like, again,
good for him.
In a fight, right?
Loki. Put it this way, okay? Let's put it this way. Does anyone, after this chapter, does anyone think Loki would be a serious match for Shanks?
No.
I think he thinks that.
No, I don't even.
Then he's not a serious match for Luffy.
Yeah, to be clear, I agree with you. I don't think Loki is the main villain. I just saw an opportunity to make fun of One Piece.
Whoa, no, Hody is fucking goated, bro. Y'all not finna disrespect my guy. Hody is so goated. What he means to the story of Fishman Island and the entire dynamic between humans and fishmen, it's so fun. Maybe it's just because I'm a nigga at the end of the day, but that story hits for me specifically because it's very relatable and true. Even him saying they did nothing to me, I'm just hurting them because I can. That shit's real, bro. That shit is real for a lot of people. So,
one of my favorite things that I have ever heard about Fishman Island, I think it was like from like it was from a One Piece YouTuber, but I forgot specifically who, and it was like one of the streams, and it was a dude who just said like, you know what, yeah, I read through Fishman Island, I didn't really like the Fisher Tiger story, and the dude just chimes in and says, but you're black.
Wait a minute, you're black.
I'm black. I don't have to deal with this.
Yeah, man, that shit, man. Fishman Island, that holds a special place in my heart because I just like the entire narrative of it. I think it's great. I like what Hody Jones represents. So I won't disrespect my goat.
Very interesting that he lost to Zoro of all people.
Bro, who doesn't lose to Zoro? Zoro beats everybody.
In the arc about racism, I think it's very interesting. He lost to Zoro. What am I supposed to think, Oda?
Bro, I think it's very fitting that he lost to Zoro because Zoro is like the head racist. He can't be out racist by anyone.
True, you're right. Yeah. That's the reason why he lost.
The pecking order.
Yeah, exactly.
I forgot about the bigotry bonus.
Yeah, you didn't get the racism hockey boost. You didn't get that. Yeah.
First, I just feel like this is like, how do I describe this? I think it's going to be revealed that Loki's not as evil as everyone says he is. Because, like...
What if he's just LARPing?
Yeah, he's cosplaying Rose.
Like Yamato.
Please no.
Like, because it's like, we're told, like, these are evil fucking monsters. They're fucked up and twisted. And they're just like animals. Like, they're like, Luffy tames them immediately. And then he's like, these fucking guys, they're criminals and they're my subordinates. And they're just a bunch of fucking, like, weaklings.
It's Eustace Kid and his crew.
I feel like it's going to be revealed that, like, these, like, criminals or whatever, like, they follow him and he just, like, protects them. Like, he watches out for them. And it's like, I feel like it's going to be, like, Loki's not going to be as evil as they all say he is.
So a better Odin.
That means like whoever the real villain is.
That
is gonna
implies
be a
anyone can be.
usual scum fuck.
I assure you, anyone can be.
All right, man. You can't be like.
Don't, Zenith, don't.
You cannot
this
be
is my advice.
so recklessly selecting your goats when you're not gonna fuck with the real one. Like,
You already lost.
Hey.
Just give up.
you know they got your mans, right? They got your mans dancing booty butt naked in the Capitol. That's your boy. He was your man. Hey, man, all I'm saying is, guy might
oh, you're
suck.
doing
I
a
don't
lot
know.
of saying, that's for sure.
Bro, you know, I'm just speaking my truth, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's like factual, you know?
I've seen one of the most interesting theories I've seen recently for what Loki's devil fruit, his legendary devil fruit, could be.
Oh.
So he keeps saying, "I am the sun god."
Mm-hmm.
The sun god
Right.
is Luffy's devil fruit.
Yeah.
Right.
We're told that the sun god.
Oh, okay. I see what you're doing. Okay.
What
go
if
on.
What if Loki has the Gomu Gomu no Mi? What if he just has the real?
Oh.
Yeah, I thought that's where you were going with it.
Oh.
That really funny. He's like waiting so hard, trying to awaken this devil fruit.
Oh.
He's putting his stocks into it.
Please,
What?
Gomu Gomu. I need
That
this.
Hold on, hold on.
So
Didn't Vegapunk
fucking
confirm that nothing like the Gomu Gomu no Mi actually existed, though?
He did say that, I think.
Did
But-
it?
Yeah, he
Oh,
did.
Okay.
But it's
Well, I'm
possible.
okay
Like,
with
what do they
Vegapunk
know?
being wrong. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was like back during the fight between Luffy and Lucci. He said, like, there is no such devil fruit that exists under that name.
No, I know, but what if he's wrong?
It's never
Yeah,
been
what if he's
incorrect.
wrong?
It could just be a thing too, where like, you know, devil fruits are brought into existence by like a bunch of people wishing and stuff like that. So, I mean, who knows? Maybe that could be related to the giants and their culture. But man, I don't know, because like that's still so weird. If that was something similar to Luffy's fruit, that'd be so interesting.
I think it would
Could be,
with
although I feel like
how-
we technically... I mean, okay, look, the connotation is definitely different because, like, the whole thing with the sun god, but I feel like we technically already got that back in Whole Cake Island and with the mochi fruit, you know? Oh, like...
Yeah, that's mochi though.
All right, genius. All right, buddy. No, Silver, you don't have to answer that. All right, buddy.
My client will not accept these terms.
Yeah, all right, dickhead. Thanks a lot. No, I mean, definitely it could be a parallel back to that. I mean, it could, because Katakuri was like, haha, anything you can do, I can do better. So now it's just like role reverse. Like Luffy is just like, no, I'm him. You're not. So you need to shut up. Yeah.
The man worth 3 billion.
Yeah, this is a battle of the 3
Hey,
billion berry boys.
Sir.
Mhm.
That's a terrible name.
Bro.
There's a couple. Okay, so
Awful.
there's three explanations I can think of. One, it's not actually the Gomu Gomu, it's just another devil fruit that gives stretching abilities.
Yeah.
Two, it's a legendary devil fruit that's been passed down between the kings of Elbaf for generations, and Elbaf is a closed nation, so it's possible Vegapunk just didn't know what it's called.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Mhm.
That's
And
another thing.
three, it could just be the Gomu Gomu no Mi, just called something different. Like it could just have a different name.
I hear the giants have some kind of nonsense fruit called the Gum Gum No Mi. What the hell even is that?
Damn. Yeah.
Some hot
Oh,
bullshit.
nah, because that wouldn't make sense. Because we
That's-
know where.
I don't think that's any limitation.
No, it's true. Because do we know where Shanks got the Gomu Gomu no Mi at first, like before Luffy
He's-
ate it?
Don't
Wasn't
get
it
some
like
Like he
he
stole it from a
Government
ship,
trouble.
right?
Government.
Yeah.
Okay. It was a government ship.
Which, like, who the hell did they have guarding that? If not,
Who's who?
Page, yeah.
Who's who?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay, I was
Yeah.
gonna say,
Jinbei beat the shit out of him.
Yeah.
My point still stands that they needed like 50 admirals.
Bro, you don't believe in who's who?
Bro, who even is that?
Considering that I completely forgot him, yes, I think I do.
No,
Who? Yeah, that's him.
bro. Who? Yeah. No, because
Who's who?
I didn't even think about him potentially having a fruit similar to Luffy's. Well, no, because he wouldn't be able to because of the Kairoseki. Damn. Okay. Yeah.
I think we're all missing the obvious answer. Is that it's a Logia, and no, it's a Zoan, and
It
it's
probably
it's the six-legged horse
Mmm.
What
that
the fuck?
Loki.
Sleipnir.
Its name is Sleipnir.
Sleipnir.
Thank you. Does Loki become it, or does he give birth to it?
I think he gives birth
He-
to it. It's
He
one of
gives
his
birth
kids.
to it.
Man,
Yeah.
they were
He
progressive.
has a few kids. One of them is Sleipnir, the other is Fenrir,
Fenrir.
and I forget the other one.
And
No,
Fenrir's
the
the
other one
obvious
is
one.
Hel. The other one is Hel.
What is this woke
Yeah.
bullshit?
And then Jormungandr was the
I
third,
don't-
the
I'm
world
s-
serpent.
That's right. I forgot
Woke
about
and
yours.
I'm
progressive using my
sorry,
One Piece?
Taco,
I think not.
I'm sorry, but Mpreg has been a thing for hundreds, thousands of years. It wasn't
Oh,
invented
shit.
by JoJo fans. It was.
Damn, bro.
It's okay. I understand logic.
It's
where
very
like,
natural for people to make a Norse mythology like connection, like that. It does,
it's some
just-
Yeah, like,
legendary.
I'm personally
It's
still
a-
sticking with my Fenrir or Devil Fruit theory.
and there's some good evidence
just
for
gives
that.
all
I
the
like that
There's
theory, actually. Yeah.
There's some very. I mean,
It is good,
literally,
yeah.
he's chained up for fear. For fear of him destroying the world, basically, because that's what he wants to do. He wants to destroy the world. Like that.
Right.
That's why Fenrir was chained up.
Loki was
So-
also chained up for killing Balder, though. I'm
Yes.
not doesn't
That's true.
necessarily disprove you. I'm just saying it might be the other. That could also.
Yeah,
be.
no, I mean that's also entirely possible. There's a lot of chaining up. They might have just been into
Ew,
that.
freaky ass.
Yeah.
Freaky ass
They
giants.
were just weird.
What you're
But,
telling me that Odin lives in Freaksguard?
Anything, yeah, because the only evidence backing up the idea that it's like a Gomu related type, a
It's just
rubber related power,
the
is
sun
that he
god
keeps
stuff.
claiming that he's the sun god, and
Which,
the
like,
sun
why
god
would he do
has
that?
rubber powers. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean I do like that idea. There's a lot of good theories for what it could be. Honestly, I'm really curious.
He says that
Um,
he's the sun god, but he had like actual like fire powers. He doesn't
Yeah,
know
I
how
was
to wield
also
those
wondering
powers.
I
if
was
that
thinking
would
that
be the case.
too. Yeah.
But it's like, they're already. Well, then again, he can still do that. I mean, there's the one guy who has heat powers in Whole Cake Island.
Well,
I mean,
I
he's
don't
been
disrespect
able to
Oven,
light
please.
himself on fire for hundreds of chapters.
I don't know how to tell you guys this. Luffy just has fire powers.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
Luffy,
Yeah.
He literally he punches so
He
hard his
does
fist
that.
becomes fire.
yeah, Luffy punched one dude on fire underwater too. I
True.
forget what the guy's name was.
But,
yeah, it's all nonsense. It can all be.
it's a cool
There's a lot
chapter.
Yeah.
of different-
Oh, I do feel like there was someone who tried to explain away how Red Hawk works, like it's some physical process. I'm trying to remember
He
what it
punches
was.
so fast that his hand turns on fire. It's the same
Yeah,
thing
it's
Donkey
friction.
Kong does.
Well, yeah, there
Well,
was
we-
friction.
we don't
Yeah, I know it's
know-
like a friction thing, sure, but
Silver. I don't
there
know
was
how to
something else
explain
he
this.
called it. I don't know.
So the canonically the way he does it is he doesn't. He just lied and told everyone he can do it, so people think he's really cool.
Oh shit! He's got the Demon Slayer breath styles, bro. Oh
Devil fruits
shit!
don't
so
actually
fast,
exist.
people are convinced it's on fire.
Oh
Yeah.
fuck! They said, "Please, Hody, I need you to believe my fist is on fire, bro. I'm kind of homeless."
Yes. Bro lives in his
He got a
boat. That's not home.
Bro, the Thousand Sunnies.
Home is where you make it.
That says the man living in his car.
Oh, hold on, I do not need these public allegations, motherfucker.
Public observations is the term you're looking for.
What do we think of Loki's special government bounty? Does that mean anything? Or
2.6.
I don't even know how they came to that fucking number.
Oh, I just want to clarify. I don't live in my car, fellas.
Oh
Like,
my
don't-
God.
No, yeah.
I need people to know.
Oh god.
Anyway, continue.
if
They find out I live in my car. My credibility on Twitter is
It's
gone.
okay,
It's
Zia.
done.
We all understand, man. There's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
My breath is being tarnished in front of me.
Mhm.
Bro is
Let's
speaking
be
in front of
honest.
an AutoZone as we speak. I mean, my opinion of it. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
This is super like meta headcanon like stuff, but I genuinely don't understand the reason why he would even have a bounty. It doesn't make any like sense to
yeah,
me.
that's
I was
why
thinking
I'm
the same
questioning,
thing.
Like, special government bounty.
They
Does
just,
that
like-
mean
this,
anything?
so this is why I think Oda chose to give him a bounty. He chose to give him a bounty so we know he's weaker than Luffy because his bounty is lower than Luffy's.
It is,
Yeah.
yeah.
I genuinely, because it makes, in my opinion, it doesn't make any sense for him to have a bounty. He's never been a pirate, as far as we know. He's never even really left Elbaf, and it's like, yeah, the government knows he killed his father or whatever, but it's like, why? I don't know. It just doesn't make any sense for him.
Some
Has
motherfucker was
he-
having a field day with those
Was
numbers.
he a
He
pirate?
might have
'Cause-
been a pirate at some point.
I
He
thought,
kinda talks about
uh,
himself like he used to be.
Yeah, because I thought when he was
That's
asking
cool.
Luffy, just like,
Yes.
"Oh, you're a pirate too, aren't you?" So
Yeah.
I mean, that
Fun
could be
fact, Loki
referring
made
to.
that up.
I'm sure that could be referring to Shanks because we find out in this chapter that he's a pirate. He was here before too, so it could be comparing the two of them. So we don't know for sure. But yeah, I'm not sure what to make of the special bounty just off rip.
I think it's just there so we can power scale and know that Luffy's stronger than him.
I mean, fuck it.
It's
We're putting
really
everybody at
funny.
3 billion now,
Yeah,
so fuck it.
Just imagine if like Loki, like at the end of the arc, he like leaves Elbaf and he's like, "All right, I can't wait to make a name for myself." Oh, you already have a name, really? Yeah, they're paying 2.6 billion to kill you. Huh?
I better keep my ass on Elbaf. Hell no, I'm cooked, bro. I better stay on Elbaf. No way.
Sorry, Luffy, I'd go help you in the final battle, but unfortunately, I got 4 stars, bro.
They got the helicopter on my location as we speak.
Yeah.
Shout
they
out.
Summoned, bro, they summoned the rhino.
Yeah.
Need for speed.
Oh shit.
Bro, he
Shout out
goes to his
to
first
Oakland.
island, Buster Call.
Kill him now. Kill him now. Shouts out to Nasty Nutter donating $2 saying not too much on living in cars. See, there you go, Zenith.
Yeah, does it feel better now?
Yeah,
Awesome.
there you go.
Okay.
Yeah. He's trying to extend the olive branch to you, brother. He's just trying to make sure you're okay.
I appreciate it, man.
Hell
I
yeah.
appreciate it, Nasty Nut.
Yes, sir, man. No, you gotta
I appreciate it, Nasty Nut.
enunciate it, bro. You nasty.
I don't, I
nutter.
Oh, I
And
do.
the moment that, how much, what was the super chat he did?
$2.
Yeah, see, if the $2 are going in my pocket, sure, I'll enunciate it, but... you know.
Bro, I will cash out you this $2 right now.
Hey
thought he
man,
wouldn't do it.
I've always known Nasty Nutter was a good guy.
Hey man, thank
He was
you.
nothing but cool to you.
Mm. I've said it before. Nasty Nutter is nothing but awesome to me.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. That's a goat right there, man. Okay. I forget what I was gonna transition into. Oh yeah.
Who knows?
Shanks showing up here. What do you guys make of that, man? How are we feeling about that? What do you think he was down here for?
I think
Honestly, maybe he's just friends.
I think he
True.
just came to tell Loki he loves him.
Sensible lover, passionate lover.
Yeah.
I thought there were some people theorizing that maybe Shanks was the one who got him chained up down there to begin with.
I knew that
Oh,
nigga was a
oh,
foot
what the
fed, bro.
hell?
I knew he was a cop, bro. Oh my god.
Bro, you know what? Never mind. I think Kid's pretty cool for trying to
That
fight.
nigga's a snitch. Oh my god, bro. Hell no, man. Can you imagine that? Bro, I want that to happen specifically for the slander tweets. Like,
I think
please.
I think Luffy is just gonna let him go.
You think it's
No.
going to be sort of like a Rob Lucci situation last arc where he was like, yeah, Lucci, I'll let you out, but if you turn against me, you know I could beat the fuck out of you, right? So you probably
I
don't
don't
want to
think
do
that's
that.
gonna be the
I think
I mean, I feel like in this case, if Luffy is going to be the one to release him, it'll be because he gets tricked into it.
I was thinking the same
like-
thing.
no,
Yeah.
because it's just Loki's like if you, because Loki's just like, yeah, I'll tell you about Shanks, but you have to like, he's like, you know, you're not gonna
Let
get
me
for
out.
free or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
Yeah, so basically he's just gonna be like, let me out and I'll tell you about Shanks, and Luffy will definitely do that.
Mhm.
Mm, I don't know about that.
Similar to what you're saying about like about it being like Lucci, where like I think it's like, oh yeah, sure, I'll let you out. I'm not worried.
Yeah, I think it's going to be
About
something like that.
Luffy,
Yeah.
might happen.
yeah. I'm sure Luffy probably can sense that he's stronger than Loki, and also, I feel like if Luffy thought Loki was a bad person, we would have gotten a more clear indication of that. So I
Yeah.
feel like Luffy will probably just let him out.
Like, even when Loki it made my jaw drop when I saw it, because I was like, oh, I wonder how he's gonna react to, you know, Shanks, or him calling Shanks a bum. You know, Shanks always told him to, you know, not worry about that stuff.
Really
But
next page.
yeah, I was like, Gear 4, holy!
God, I love that so much.
That was so cool.
that
No, 'cause
shit
that's the
was
thing,
so
though. He
raw.
calls him, you know,
Like, literally
Take
no
the-
hesitation.
Yeah.
shit talks on you. Take that shit.
Take
But,
that,
like,
yeah, but
was
if it's on
his,
a-
that was on his man.
If it's on your friend,
Yeah, I
you
know.
stand up for him. Exactly. So I was like, how's he going to respond to this? Immediate Gear 4. Damn.
I couldn't tell who
Yeah,
was
no.
more locked in,
That's what
Luffy or Loki.
That's also why I'm saying, like, he might be
Ah.
tricked into it. Like, I feel like Loki's gonna try to find a way to take advantage of that fact that he's just gonna get pissed, and then use that as a means of getting him released.
Well,
I gotta say, Silver, I admire you so much. You're the only one here who hasn't accepted he's a bum.
here's the thing.
You are
I
still
know.
finding a way for him to pull this off.
I can definitely see that happening. I'm just less sure of it happening now because of his reaction to Gear 4. That brother looked like he was about to die. He was like, whoa, hold on. It was
Well,
a
I mean,
joke.
Well, yeah, but I mean, he's chained up with Sea Stone. It's not like he can really do shit.
Luffy
Yeah.
would've stood on business.
Dude, Luffy
Yeah.
was carrying like 3 times blocks when he had
Bro, but he was like given the option to like move and shit. Like Loki is just chained up here.
The sea stone was also weaker. I believe it was like directly stated that the sea stone they used was like less concentrated. But
Yeah,
also,
just so they can
like,
move. Yeah.
I mean, here's the thing. I don't think Loki's a bum. I think Loki is really fucking strong. But
Yeah,
I think
no,
he's weaker than
yeah.
Luffy, and Luffy at this point.
Comparatively.
Yeah. Luffy's a
Luffy's
fucking monster. Yeah.
He's Yonko. He's one of the strongest characters in the series by this point. So it's like,
Yeah.
Especially now that Luffy is starting to have more control, like more mastery
My
over his
God,
gears. This nigga's a problem, dude. Because that was his big drawback. It's
He's
just
a
like
fucking
his
walking
stamina.
stick shift now.
Yeah, genuinely, bro. Like, we've seen
Like,
this
I
man
think-
pop half of his body into Gear 4, just immediately transform into Gear 4 in this chapter. This dude's a problem.
I'll pick a fight with all those Zoro fans. I think Loki's probably stronger than Zoro. I think he's weaker than Luffy and stronger than Zoro. He's like in
The
that gap.
moment Loki picks up a
Careful.
sword, though, damn.
Bro, it's
you think
Zoro's
that-
fight.
Do you think they're stronger than Sanji?
No.
He's
Bro.
is Sanji serious? Did like Loki like waste food or something?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, did Loki throw a sandwich at a woman?
He's like, I don't want no
What lost his
drink.
You
Yeah, man.
know, like, you know. That's
Type
pretty
shit.
much the whole chapter. The only other thing to talk about is Robin getting her pre-time skip haircut back.
God,
Which I
man.
think is hilarious that he even did that.
Right?
Bro. Hey, we're one
He
step
knows what the people
closer.
want.
We're one step closer to greatness, man. Robin, you're on an island that, it has some sun gods there, girl.
2 sun gods. That's
Get
a tan right
a
there.
tan, bro. We need to bring the melanin back. Bring it back, Robin. Please, man. We've
Frankie
completed
still
the
got his
look.
cool hat. And if he's cool, he'll either share it with Robin or have an extra one. Then we can get the goth cowgirl back. Then we're truly living in the best timeline.
Type shit. Bro, we need to bring that back, Robin. You got that shit on. I need you to keep that shit on, bro. Don't go messing up your bangs when this arc is done. All right? Listen, Saul is in trouble. He needs help. We're going to get this nigga in the hospital. While he's in the hospital, I want you to stay by his side. Cry. Wah! Then when you get done, go to the roof of the building. Lay on a tanning bed. All right? Get that shit front and back for an hour, girly, every single day. All right? We really need to complete the look so when Saul wakes up, he's like, oh my God, it's Robin, and not, oh my God, it's a milkmaid that looks like Robin. I don't know if it's Robin. We need to make sure, okay? Every side, front, back, an hour a day, and then when Saul wakes up, it's good. It's good.
We gotta get Saul life alert.
Yeah, man.
I'm a true snow bunny warrior, bro. I like that she's white.
Listen, man. Listen. Listen, man. You know if it ain't snowing, I'm not going. But I need Robin with her melanin, okay? I like my sugar brown too. You know what I'm saying? Like
this panel, but what it made me think of, this was like a couple years ago when Horikoshi and Oda had their like interview, like where they just sat down and talked to each other. And if I remember correctly, I would have like said something where he's like, "Oh, I like that you like draw your characters with like smaller eyes or something."
I'm not too sure. I wouldn't remember.
And then Koshi was like, yeah, but I've started drawing them bigger like recently because I think it's like just easier to give your characters like bigger eyes." And Oda was like, "Yeah, me too." And that when I saw Robin on that final page, that's like instantly what I thought. I was like, her eyes are fucking huge in that panel. It makes her look very like cutesy with the big eyes.
Yeah.
Robin used to have like more narrow. Yeah, she used to have more narrow eyes.
Yeah, that's because she was evil back then.
Yeah, bro. Shout out to Nasty Nutter for donating the 5, saying Melon and Robin coming back. We're truly in the worst timeline. Bro.
Whoa.
Bro.
That's really funny. You started that with a really excited energy.
Yeah,
right. And then it's like, Melanie, Robin, we're truly in the worst.
Bro. Listen, bro. I don't know what Genjutsu you're in, Nasty Nutter, but I'm gonna get you out of there. All right.
I know you're upset because you pronounced it normally.
Bro. Well, I could enunciate it if you want. I'll rewind the sentence.
Okay. No, it's okay. When when somebody's racist, you don't have to give their name the fucking 5-star treatment.
Bro, listen. I'll choose to believe in you, Nasty Nutter. I don't believe you're, like that. I just think you're wrong. So I can get you out of that situation. You know what I'm saying? I want better for you. I want to help you. I want more for you.
Fucking Thorfinn ass over here.
The whole thing's kind of funny, right? Because it's like they just did that in the anime, right? Like they kind of darkened her skin because they just didn't have like the color scheme from the manga. That's from what I understand, right?
I don't know. Yeah.
That's what I heard. And then, manga color scheme came out, she's on a cover, and then the anime adapts to that. From what I understand, that's what happened, right?
Yeah, it's like a Bulma's hair situation where it was always like purple, but the anime just made it fucking blue.
I think
okay. Now everything's host.
I think it creates this interesting meta narrative where like she kind of, where she had the tan because she was in a place that's very hot, except no one else does. Implying she's the only character in all of One Piece that tans.
No, overall, character skins were just darker. Pre-time skip.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah,
Like in the anime and stuff.
I've
like,
seen
their tone was just
nonstop
better.
You know what?
of
That's
like
fair. That's fair.
people being upset that like almost anytime there's like more Usopp art, especially like new and not
That
necessarily
nigga is
from
damn
Oda.
near white at this point.
Yeah, he gets whiter each
He is
time.
white.
That nigga is
You know what? That's
straight
true.
up
I was
white
thinking
at this
that.
point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Usopp is just white.
I think the shift
Especially
really
in
is
the
like
remake.
post time skip.
Jeez.
Like at Sabaody, everybody is pale.
Oda's always made the characters more light skinned than the anime. The anime
Mhm.
like had them darker, and then it like course corrected at some point, and like I think it went too far and made them like too white.
Mhm.
Now they're really fucking white. But
All that training took away their melanin.
Sky,
Yeah.
did you know?
Oh,
Did
Jesus.
you know that in the anime, Robin's eyes are blue, and in the manga, they're brown?
They're brown in the manga,
Yeah.
really?
Type shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
I didn't know they were a different color in the anime though.
That's because that's the thing. I always thought it was weird because, like, in some of the movies, her eyes are brown because it follows the manga color scheme, and she looks fucking weird. If you look at her, I think it's a film Z. She has brown
Yeah.
eyes, and it always like weirded me out.
Hold on. Hold on. Oh,
Yeah, even some people kind of color them with blue eyes. Huh.
Robbie.
Bro got flashbang. Holy shit.
Oh my god! It's like here's the thing, because this is One Piece and all the women look the same. She doesn't. She looks like a different character. Like that's all it takes for me to be like, oh, Tashigi. That is, oh, I'm gonna cry.
That's just a normal character. Give him the brown eyes. Oh!
Oh, that's Gore, my comfort character. That's Skinwalker art of my comfort character. That shit's a Wendigo, bro. That ain't Miss Sunday. that's a
Oh no, brother.
that shit came from the mountains. That is not-
Hell no, brother. Hell no.
Yeah, no, that's
Shout out to Nasty Nutter. He also likes his sugar brown. Shouts out. Bro said I like my sugar brown too. I just appreciate the snow. Hey, salute.
a lot of confusion going on here.
Bro, what's the problem?
Oh yeah, no, that's
Saul fell down D stairs. No! No!
Again.
If I had a nickel for every time a character from a flashback died from stairs, of 2 nickels, which is kind of bonkers.
I remember. I don't know if you guys remember this. This was a couple years ago, but it became this like popular theory. It was like on Twitter, where someone was like making fun of Kuina for falling down the stairs and dying. And then
I remember this. I remember this.
And someone was like, "You guys are fucking idiots. Falling down the stairs is like it's a metaphor in Japanese for committing, suicide, for killing yourself. She killed herself because she couldn't be the world's greatest swordsman because she's a woman." And everyone was like, "Oh, that's so smart." And then like a Japanese dude was like, "That's not true."
What the fuck are you talking about?
She just fell down the stairs and died.
Bro.
Also, just like think about it, dude. She was like 8. Like,
Because literally, like, can you imagine how crazy that would have been tonally wise? Because she falls down the stairs and dies after she has her big motivational pep talk with Zoro, where Zoro is saying, gender doesn't matter, fight me, we're both gonna be this world's strongest soldier. She's like, damn, this nigga spitting, I'ma kill myself. Like, that's so crazy.
fun
Like,
fact, Queen.
I got a schedule on the bottom floor.
that's what I'm so like. That's so insane. Like, as a concept, man, I feel like that is like pure. Like, that is peak Twitter, just taking a scene out of context and being like, "You guys are fucking dumb." Of course it is.
And this is not in the manga at all, but people like the new headcanon, and I do like this, is that she was holding her sword when she fell down the steps, or she like stabbed, like that's how she died. She impaled herself on the sword. So it like adds more meaning to him, like using her sword and like keeping it.
That's
Also,
why
that's not in the manga.
Yeah.
It's stated that she's using the sword.
Yeah,
That's
it's
why the
just
teacher
said
was
that,
like, "You
shut
can't look at her
upstairs.
body, Zoro. You really
can't."
don't want to, man."
So this is I'm looking at this is the official
man.
this is the official Viz translation of that scene. It's literally Zolo, there's been an accident. It's Kalina.
Oh yeah, you're right. My bad.
She fell down the stairs. She's dead.
Oh my god!
It's
I forgot it
Awesome.
was that direct. Yeah.
literally says it like that one scene in Joker.
I
Zoro.
when I was
He's dead.
when I was telling my friend about like One Piece because he doesn't know anything about it, and I eventually like explained, all right, yeah, this is Zoro, this is what it does, and I basically explained his backstory, and eventually, you know, Kuina comes up, and of course, like I gotta build up the joke. Essentially, it was like, so you want to take a wild guess on how like she died and everything, and immediately in this first guess, he just jokingly says, I don't know, she fucking fell down some stairs. Well, buddy,
You're not
I got
gonna
some news
believe
for you.
this.
I think your friend is psychic.
Probably.
That nigga is that's so Raven. I respect it.
What was that one? I remember it was like the one meme that went viral. It was like this character is stairs level or something. And someone quote retweeted it.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck are One Piece fans even
Yeah.
talking about?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck is going on in One Piece?
Them stairs level, bro.
You wouldn't get it.
You truly wouldn't get it, man.
I mean, that is just facts, you know. Zoro never beat Kuina. And
Real.
Stairs did.
True.
So we can conclude through the math of power scaling, because power scaling is the science,
right.
that Mihawk is at least stairs level.
I hope visually that like when
Well, I mean,
Zoro
hold on a
and
second.
Mihawk-
I was about to bring up me.
Okay, are you about to say Mihawk's not stair level? I guess that is true. We can't just assume.
Yeah, I mean, Mihawk. I feel like we have confirmed that Mihawk is in fact a bum who paints his sword. So, like to say that he's stair level may be a bit excessive.
I've seen him cut a mountain. I've never seen him cut a flight of stairs. So you know.
Do you think we're gonna
Right.
get the stare fruit, and that's gonna be like his final villain?
That's gonna be what what's his name? the guy on the Blackbeard Pirates. That's what that guy's gonna have. He's gonna be like, yes, this is our
Shiryu?
sword duel. Yeah, Shiryu. He's gonna have the stare fruit.
Have you guys seen Mihawk's bathroom?
Yes.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah, I have. Do you think when
Bro.
Frankie was like building stairs in the one fight, like that was giving Zoro PTSD?
Yeah, leave me alone, Akira. Ah! That nigga saw
What's the stairs real
stairs.
quick. What?
Yeah, he saw stairs. He's like, give me a ramp. Give me a ramp. Build me a ramp, brother, please. Nah, man, I believe it. Yeah, man, this was overall a very good chapter of One
Great
Piece.
chapter.
Yeah,
Love
it's a good
Loki.
chapter.
Yeah.
If only someone talked about
Loki's
it.
cool. Stairs are
Yeah,
better.
we've expanded all of our dialogue options on it, man. There's nothing else I can really say.
It was a
Mihawk's,
good chapter, though. Yeah, Phil.
Yeah.
I hope you all enjoyed our discussion about this
Yes.
new chapter of One Piece.
I think we've
Yes.
needed to talk about the totality of One Piece for a while now. We needed like a check-in with the series as a
yes,
whole. You know,
yes,
we haven't talked about the important stuff.
yeah,
Right.
tight
Stairs.
shit, yeah, man. Yeah, I can
Yeah,
imagine Mihawk is gonna have a moment like with Kaido where he was looking at Luffy. He's like, "Are you implying you're as good as these guys?" Zoro's gonna have the same moment, but it's just gonna be a bunch of stairs behind him.
How high will your stairs go?
Yeah, yeah, man. That's just how it be. Get ready for it, man. That's how you know One Piece is peak. If it doesn't happen,
Yep.
shit's ass.
Yeah, that's what the stairs are for.
Mhm.
Got to meet Oda and like have like a long conversation with him because it wouldn't be the first thing I would bring up, but I would definitely ask like, "Hey man, what the fuck? Like, why'd you kill her by having her fall down the stairs? You realize that's fucking hilarious, right?
You know that's funny.
Oh
Funniest death you
no!
ever given on. Like,
Oh,
No one is sad except Zoro.
it's It is exactly one level above slipping on a banana peel and like falling and breaking your neck. It's like right there.
Hey, we have no idea what was on those stairs.
Oh shit!
The world deadliest stairs known to mankind.
Oh
No, straight up, Oda hits you
shit.
with the, well, actually, there were some underlying circumstances. You see, 5 minutes before, someone had walked down those stairs eating a banana.
Serena, sweetie, I dropped my banana peel on the stairs. Could you go pick it up for me? Oh my god.
Getting
Someone-
well
Well, you
actually
just
by
can't
the
do
authors.
anything, right?
Nasty work.
If someone asked Oda like that question in an SBS, they were like, "Oda, what the hell? Why'd you ever like die by falling down the steps?" He would be like, actually, what you didn't know is those stairs are the legendary stairs of death, and they have actually killed dozens of people." And it's like,
Mhm.
what?
Zoro only didn't die going down them because he's that guy.
One
He never
Piece.
went up them.
One Piece if it was written by Gege Akutami.
The stairs are a curse.
Kaido
stairs
is the
were freshly
strongest
polished.
creature in the world. Second to only to the stairs that killed Kuina.
Land, sea, or air, whether it be a one-on-one, bet on the
Always
stairs.
He's been on the flat stairs.
All right. As thoroughly entertaining as all this is, I think we may be ready to move on.
Oh no, we finally have a new One Piece inside joke. We haven't had this since Bob.
Down these stairs, man. Hey, it's just like that.
Y'all remember that?
Nah, man, I remember.
I remember
Four
Bobbin and
time-
our day for page 1.
For context, everyone, this was before we did the podcast. We had this inside joke where, if you remember, there's the guy Bobbin on the Big Mom Pirates that like puts people to sleep, and our whole joke was, well, can this guy beat Bobbin? Well, does he sleep? Then no, he can't beat Bobbin. And then we did, the joke was, well, what about the stairs that killed Kuina? Well, stairs can't sleep.
They can't sleep. Hey, man.
Oh
it's
my
just
god,
like
and then
that.
Sky, I think it was Sky, you did the edit, right?
No, I'm begging you. I was literally hoping you wouldn't remember that.
No, I love that
Just
edit.
shut up. Let's talk about what is it? Hunter
Okay,
Hunter
alright,
next?
fine.
It's
Wow,
Hunter
no, no,
Hunter.
no.
Yeah,
My
well.
point is, we're extremely funny.
My god. I made that edit when I was 16. For months.
Yeah, it's
Bro.
funny.
Hey, man. All right, let's transition into Hunter x Hunter, chapter 406. Fellas, how are we feeling about this one?
It was a
I
good
wasn't
chapter.
expecting that
It was.
behind
I'm
them.
always
I think
happy
that's
to
my
get more
favorite chapter of
patrons
this new
and stuff.
set.
I forgot to reread it. I've forgotten everything.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
admit it.
This is going to be a long discussion. You have time.
It's okay, man. It's okay. I can summarize.
Well, I'm not
things.
rereading it. I'm not gonna reread it.
Well, I
I'm
respect
not
the
going to
honesty, I
understand.
suppose.
I'm not going to understand it better than Sailor.
I really
So-
like this chapter quite a bit. This chapter is really good.
Yes,
What the
sir.
fuck is happening on page 6?
Hold on, let me go to page 6. I'm going to be honest. So
I know.
it's some kind of, I guess, transmutation ability, maybe.
Yes. So,
Is it the one guy's the fucking? Oh, that's the guy who can turn like things into animals. Right?
yes,
like,
that's
his power.
Henrik.
Okay.
Yes. So
Yeah.
he
He's so cool.
yeah, man. So chat, keep in mind before, I mean, this was like 2 years ago when we got the last set of chapters, but when him and Nobunaga went to the Haley or Haleli, I'll just say Haley, whatever, the group that Morena runs, Haley, when they went to their hideout, they're like trying to figure out what was going on. Nobunaga got kicked out by like the random robots and stuff like that, and then Henrig, he decided, oh, okay, well, before I get kicked out, let me throw up the transmuter that I have, or the transmitter that I have, rather, kept it down there, and so now the Phantom Troop in this chapter is pretty much going to use that to locate where the Haley group base is at. Now, chat, Keep in mind, this
Keep in
ability
mind.
has now wore off because of the 2-hour time limit that Hinrig talked about with Nobunaga all that time ago. So now that you hear this constant beeping, it's not just a thing that's sitting there silently anymore. The Haley group can take that and they can use that to manipulate where the Phantom Troop is going, or they could just destroy it. A number of possibilities could come from this now that it's like actually making sounds and people know that it's gonna be there, because the closer they get, the more it's going to beep. No matter like if it's above them or like below them, if you're just anywhere close to proximity to where the transmitter is, the transmitter near the Haley base or the Haley base is going to beep a bunch. So people are gonna hear it. So that's why there was an entire page dedicated to that. That's why that's important.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Okay.
No, that was my
I-
only question.
Against my better judgment, I believe you.
What do you mean better against your better judgment, bro? What the hell?
Well, I
What the hell?
I'll be honest. I really like this chapter because this is the first chapter where I like understood everything that was going on.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot of
Yeah, no.
continuation from stuff, basically.
Well,
Or if
my-
it was like a couple chapters ago.
my memory of everything that happened during the Phantom Troop bits is really good because I really
This is
like
really
Phantom
good.
Troop.
Yeah, okay.
Because it was
Yeah, the
good.
only my only confusion was just with the clam, and I wasn't sure what
Yeah.
the heck was going on with that.
Yes,
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So do you
I-
guys want to?
Here's the thing.
Oh, sorry.
At first I thought it was a really shitty burger. So that I'm not gonna lie, that prevented me from understanding that page for like a few minutes.
It's not a burger. It's an oyster.
Huh.
I really like because we get a little more like insight into like Chrollo, like his mindset. And I
Yeah.
think it's interesting. Well, the thing I love about the Phantom Troop is like, despite everything going on, despite the threat of the royal family, the mob, Hisoka, the Hunter Association, which is they're also on the ship. They have
Easy
this
to
goal.
forget.
They want revenge, but they can't help themselves. They have to steal shit. It's like it's like no matter what situation they're in. It's like I get it. He wants the items because he believes that it will give him the power necessary to kill Hisoka. But like also, I think he could just do it.
No, because that's a
He beat him pretty good last time.
nah, man. Because he needs something that'll keep him down for good. He needs that good shit, man.
Yeah.
There has to be
I
a
think
Ritual
he-
beast.
because
I need
especially
this.
yeah, genuinely,
My
I
Phantom
think-
Troop's kind of
Genuinely.
homeless.
genuinely,
I
bro.
think if he just beat the absolute fuck out of Hisoka's dead body, that kind of would have done the same trick.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
Hisoka
That
restarted
would have
his
done the
heart.
job.
Yeah,
Little do you know,
but-
bungee gum can work as a defibrillator.
Nobody was expecting the defibrillator technique. Yeah.
But
yeah.
yeah, like if he just like killed him and like I don't know, cut his head off, like that would probably do
Like
a
that
pretty
would
good
have
job
done the job.
keeping
To
him from
be
coming
fair,
back.
having a bunch of bombs explode like while he's in the middle of it and his heart has stopped beating, I don't know, like that's a pretty solid way to be like, all right, this nigga's done.
No,
I
agree
wouldn't
with
blame
you.
him.
Not our point though.
I
Like
agree with you. I'm saying the second time.
Oh, the second time?
Oh,
He's-
okay,
He's
did
not.
that
Kill him the
again.
second time,
He
yeah.
can't do that the second time. He lost two of his most valuable moves in that fight or after that fight. Like he's cooked. He's not doing that again.
But also, like, it wasn't that close of a fight.
I agree, but that was mainly because of the two abilities that he lost after the fight.
Well, what I'm saying is, I think if Chrollo and Hisoka met each other right now, I think Chrollo would win that fight.
But Hisoka's stronger now because of the whole men after death thing. I
Mhm.
think it's a little more up in the air. Plus,
Yeah.
a big part of why Chrollo won that
you
fight.
let him have prep time.
Yeah, like
Exactly.
that. Everything was against Hisoka. And like, yeah, I
Yeah,
still
Hisoka
think-
allowed
But
that.
I still think Chrollo would win them. I still think Chrollo is stronger than Hisoka. Everything we've seen from both of them.
I think it's
Mm.
possible, but I don't think it's like.
I don't think it's.
I
not
think
great at all.
it's reasonable on his part to be a bit more cautious. But I really like that you brought that up, Taco, because it's. Yeah, that fact that like they can't help themselves from stealing. It's really I think that's going to
my
end
point
up.
is it's an excuse. I don't
Yeah.
think he really believes he needs those items to kill Hisoka.
Yeah,
I think that's a bullshit excuse.
No,
I
that
think
he.
it's
That's
perfect.
how his power works, though. Like in this situation, like he can't activate his ability the way he wants it to unless he does, like unless he steals an artifact.
But he just has other abilities, right, in his book.
No, I'm saying he does, but in order to get this big ability, like he has to steal a national
No,
artifact.
That's what
Yeah,
he's
that's
saying.
what we're saying.
I think that's a bullshit excuse. I don't think he needs. Okay,
I don't
He
think that's an
says-
excuse. That's just how his power works in this instance.
No.
I
Like,
think-
That's, no,
not an
we
excuse.
get that.
He's saying it's an excuse. He's saying, "Oh, well, I'm going to steal this because I need it to beat Hisoka." What Taco's saying is that he doesn't think he actually believes that he needs the ability to beat Hisoka. He could probably, with what's in Bandit Book,
with his
Uh,
book and with the
Panic
Phantom
Thief.
Troop members, they could probably beat Hisoka. What I'm saying is he can't help himself. He needs to steal. He has this compulsion.
No,
that
he
feels
wants
the
to
need that
kill
he-
Hisoka by himself. That's what he can't help. He doesn't want any of the other, because it was explained last chapter that the Phantom Troop, aside from Chrollo, is looking for him first because they know this nigga will kill himself if it means he gets to kill Hisoka. That's what he can't help.
I think he cannot help two things.
yeah, I think that those are both true. I think that Chrollo 100% wants to kill. Well, to me, what I think is interesting about it, at the very least, the interpretation that it is on some level that the troop and Chrollo cannot help themselves, but trying to steal these artifacts now that they have the chance, because this is their only chance.
Right.
It speaks to the kind of the weakness and the hypocrisy at the core of the Phantom Troop, because we've seen their backstory now and we understand that the reason that they started all of this was to avenge their friend.
Mhm.
And they've
Mhm.
done
It
that.
was, yeah, and they've done that, and besides that, they've gone so much further beyond that. Like, there
Mhm.
are undoubtedly so many things that they've done that just were not necessary for that goal. And it's because, at the core, they're all bad people. Like, very sympathetic, very understandable, terrible background and everything, but they're all monsters. Like, at the very least, every one of them should be locked away forever.
Sailor,
I agree.
Put it
Like-
this way. Put it this way. Their goal of stealing those artifacts is an objectively more difficult task than killing Hisoka. What
It-
if that was the real, true, genuine reason why they wanted them just to kill Hisoka, they could think of something smarter. Let's be honest.
I don't think so.
This
because
is, I think, because
Well-
this is their compulsion. They have to steal.
This
shit.
is-
I
They
think
can't
I
help
think
themselves.
I
This
can
is
agree with
like
you. Hold
if-
on, Zenith. Hold on. I
Okay.
agree with you on the fact that I think stealing the artifacts is harder than killing Hisoka. But I don't think that they could just come up with a plan to do it, because 9 times out of 10, every single Phantom Troop member has said, "Yeah, if we run into Hisoka Dolo, we're fucking dead." And right now, most of them are by themselves. Like, only Finks and Phaeton and Kaluto and
Nobunaga.
Illumi are together. No, Nobunaga's by himself now. He left this
Oh,
chapter.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All of them are by themselves right now, except for 2 groups. So, like, I really feel like they are not, like, if they run into Hisoka one-on-one, they're getting smoked until you get to Chrollo, where it's actually a fight. Like, that's a toss-up to me. I don't know who wins that fight. I don't think it's the definitive stomp in either direction. But
I
anyone
agree with
else,
that.
I think Hisoka is smoking.
Yeah, but I don't think that changes anything that I said.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Well, it kind of bears the question, like,
Let
why
me
are
put
they...
it this way, right? Like, let's say, like, I got some bills to pay. They're coming up. It's looking like shit. This is some money I gotta spend.
Bro's got to pay
I
his rent,
really
aka his
need-
car.
I need to, like, guarantee that I gotta do this. Now, what is the best way I can guarantee that I can pay these bills coming up? I know. I should rob a bank. Now, I think if I make that decision, it's very possible. I kind of just wanted to rob a bank.
What the fuck are you talking about, Negro?
Dude, if you're
What
really,
the
really
actual fuck are you
terrible at
talking
using
about?
metaphor,
That is an awful
Analogy.
metaphor.
you're
I'm
Like-
just saying,
it's
if there is a
terrible.
problem and I go
No,
out of my
Zenith.
way to solve it in the most difficult way possible, it's possible I just
I
wanted
know,
to do that thing.
I think you know what you mean, but you're really bad with
Let
analogy.
me say this. Okay, I have a better example.
Okay.
I thought that was a pretty good analogy.
Let's say this. Okay, Taylor. I agree with you. Individually, if any of them run into Hisoka, they would just die. They
Yeah, I
know
agree with that.
Hisoka's hunting them. Why don't they all just stay together? Because they want to rob the royal family. They're not just hunting Hisoka. They're trying to figure out how to get up to the first floor so they can steal the fucking artifacts because they can't help themselves. That's like, I think the Hisoka stuff, it's not necessarily an excuse. That is a part of why they're here. But it's like, if killing Hisoka was the most important thing to them, I genuinely think they would be doing things differently.
Really? Because they split into groups to find Hisoka as well. Like,
Yeah,
they're-
There's also to
what do they do if
investigate-
they find him?
They
to
get
investigate
back
the
together
character, like-
because Chrollo literally told Bonolenov, go look for him, and when you find him, come back to me. We'll all reconvene and we'll figure out what to do.
And that isn't an extremely dangerous strategy.
Of course it's dangerous. I'm just saying that killing Hisoka is a very big part of why they're here. I think it's the main, because when Franklin was asked, like, what are you going to do here? He said, we're going to kill Hisoka. That's what we're doing. He's like, is that all you guys are here to do? He's like, no, after we do that, we're going to steal. So, like, I can agree that they're definitely here for both, but I think Hisoka takes priority here.
I think Hisoka takes priority too. What I'm saying is that their greed is what's going to be their downfall because they could be going about things
Yeah.
much smarter. The idea that they're trying to do both at the same time is what's going to fuck them over. They should just be focusing on Hisoka. They're not. They're trying to focus on getting Hisoka and stealing, and that's that's their flaw.
Well, to
That's
be
their
fair,
character
is
flaw.
that really, like, is it really different? Because at least for Chrollo, it's one and the same. Like, stealing an artifact leads to killing Hisoka.
But I don't think that is what it is. Like I don't think he needs that artifact to kill Hisoka.
Okay.
He says so in his inner monologue, and like, yes, technically speaking, that's like that is the factual information, is that Chrollo said, like, I need this to kill Hisoka. But I think we, and Taco, Zenith, and I are like making the inference based on what we know on Chrollo that he, whether he's aware of it or not even, he does not really need the artifact. He doesn't need any more buffs to deal with Hisoka. As far as he knows, not as far as he knows. He doesn't actually need those. It's just that, once again, he has that compulsion.
No, I agree. And Sleeping Danger says in chat that they first came onto the boat to rob the Kaken Empire until Hisoka. Yeah, I know that. I'm just saying that once that happened with Hisoka, their priority shifted. And I definitely think they're going about it like Chrollo in this chapter, like Weary Exile says that, like, Chrollo's like, damn, shit's getting difficult. And it is. I just don't, like, when he says, I need this ability, especially after he said, like, one of my main reasons for coming here and doing what I'm doing is to get an ability, I don't think he's, like, lying about that. I think he genuinely feels that way.
I think he thinks he feels that way.
Yeah, I think he.
I think he
with
thinks that way.
Because
What I'm saying is,
if
like-
they truly pivoted into Hisoka being their main priority, the best option would not be to, like, kill Hisoka, because Hisoka's coming for them. So the best thing for them to do would be to consolidate a strong defense and, like, just prepare for that eventuality.
The best thing to do would be to do what they're doing, which is dividing themselves on the surface, when in reality they're luring him out. But like, if Hisoka actually fought Bonolenov right there,
You just
Then-
die.
yeah, the Phantom Troop would not have any idea that was happening. And like,
Yeah,
part of it has to be considered that it's not necessarily, like, on paper, the plan is, okay, the the strongest fighters are grouped up. Yeah, they're the strongest. And the members are split up looking for Hisoka. The moment that they encounter him, they are going to pull back, meet with the other members, and then make a plan from there, probably to confront and kill him. Most of the members want to do that without Chrollo because they're worried about what's going to happen. That all makes sense on paper, but the Phantom Troop members are all intelligent enough to realize that this is Hisoka and that it is incredibly likely that something is going to go wrong in the steps between find Hisoka, get the hell out.
For sure.
It didn't happen for Bonolenov because he got really lucky and he is disguised. But
no one else
yeah,
can do what
I
Bonolenov
think,
did.
because I think maybe I said it and you just misunderstood what I was saying. I think Chrollo genuinely believes what he's saying is the truth. I don't think it is the truth. I think those are two different things. I think Chrollo is an extremely intelligent character, but he's also mentally unwell, and he has deep character flaws, and this flaw is what's going to ruin his family in the end. He created this family, this Phantom Troop, to essentially get revenge on the world. They're trying to take the things that were taken from them. And that goal is what's going to ultimately destroy his family that he's created.
Originally, being thieves were a means to an end to gain notoriety and stuff like that. And now that I think he's just in too deep. He thinks that theft and he is in the mindset that theft is the means to all his ends.
If they try to steal these Kaken artifacts, multiple Phantom Troop members are probably going to die. Because it is an extremely dangerous situation to be in. And they're the Phantom Troop. This is what they do better than anyone else. But it's not a level playing field. Now there's Hisoka that's hunting them. So it's like, they should, it's like what Scott was saying. They should just be focusing all their energy on that. But they're kind of not. Even if Chrollo believes he is, he's not really.
That's what we're saying.
Wait, so okay, I was following you until it was like, so do you think Chrollo is primarily here's what I'm confused on. Do you think Chrollo is
he should be focusing
purely
all of his energy
on,
he should be focusing 100%. His focus 100% should be on Hisoka. It's not. It's like 50-50 Hisoka and the artifacts.
And we're just saying that he's telling himself that this is the best means.
Well, hold on. Let Sailor ask. Let Sailor ask his question.
No, I think that kind of answered it. I guess I'm just I guess I'm just kind of confused by the whole thing, because I definitely I see where you're coming from, but Chrollo is, so far, he's the only one who's thinking of only going up to tier 1, and his whole plan of hey, the spiders will continue on without me, which is obviously something the spiders don't want. But I guess I'm just confused. When I read oh, I need this ability, and then I need to steal this treasure, and that'll give me access to the ability in my book to actually get an ability to kill Hisoka, I never thought of it as just oh, he's not lying, but he's wrong.
Yeah, I think he's making a mistake.
I think so too, but I just don't think I think Chrollo's mistake is I'm pretty sure we all know what Chrollo's mistake is just him trying to take on everything by himself. I think we can all agree on that. I just didn't look at it from the perspective that you guys did, so I think I'm just confused, and that's okay.
I think
I
all
just
of it
don't
goes
think I
together.
get it. Yeah, okay, that's fine.
Yeah, because I think we agree that a big part of it is the fact that Chrollo is, trying to take on all the burden as a leader, and I especially the panel where it's him,
Right.
Psycho, is very indicative of the fact that I think that he is aware that this is a suicide mission.
Mm-hmm.
He will not say the words "I plan to die," but he 100%, I think, believes that this is going to kill him. And that's, that comes back to his one of his main weaknesses, which is the fact that he doesn't understand the other members of the Spider because he thinks that they can go on without him when they can't. So
Right.
He's completely wrong. Yeah, if he dies, the Phantom Troop is dead. There is no Phantom Troop without Chrollo. He founded it.
Right.
He's the one that's been running the show the entire time. He's the one that plans all the heists, and I think that goes hand in hand with like what you said, Sailor, where it's like he's the only one that's going after the artifacts or is planning on it because he's the only one that has this compulsion. He's the one that's been running the show. He's the one in his mind. He's like, we need these artifacts to be able to kill Hisoka. But like I said, I think it's like it's almost like he can't help himself. Like it's and this what Sky said. It's like this mission of his is going to kill him. I think, or it's going to get close. Like this,
undoubtedly. I think that Chrollo will die.
I think Chrollo is dying this arc. Yeah.
He keeps compounding mistake after mistake after mistake. He was once this really cool, calm, collected, intelligent leader, and after seeing the backstory, it humanized him a lot. And now we realize he's just a kid who had everything. He didn't even have it taken from him. He had nothing to begin with. You can't take
Right.
No,
like,
you know what? Actually,
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw something out there. I don't think Chrollo's dying this arc. I changed my mind.
Okay.
Really?
I think it would be more interesting if he's the only one that survives.
I think he's gonna be the only one that's left, and it'll be like this weird thing where he kind of gets how Kurapika feels.
Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot.
The
Yeah.
spider with no legs.
Because I was gonna talk about some a potential thing with Chrollo as well. I guess I like where I was just like on it because I think we're all saying like we agree on a lot of things here. I guess where I was just like, oh, I don't get this, or is like he can't help it. Like I guess it's just because I didn't view it that way. But I can see where you're coming from now that you guys are like explaining it more.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, I mean, we don't
I didn't
need
really
you to
think of it
agree
as an
with us.
impulse.
We just want you to get where we're coming from.
Right.
Also,
Think
one
of it
thing
this way, sorry, real quick. Sorry. Think of it this way, Taylor. The way I'm kind of looking at it, and I could be wrong depending on how the story plays out. I think Chrollo should be focusing all of his energy on killing Hisoka, but his compulsion to steal when he doesn't really need to is what's gonna. That's his character flaw. That's the thing that's gonna be a big moment for him. It is similar to Kurapika, where he needs to be protecting the 14th Prince, but he has this compulsion to hunt down the Phantom Troop no matter what. He needs revenge. They both have these compulsions that they cannot help, and these compulsions are leading them down the path where they're gonna eventually.
Yeah, that's
like,
where I totally like I agree with the whole like compulsion of revenge, like leading them down bad paths. I guess it was just like he just can't help but stealing. That I was like, I don't know.
I need to clarify, it's not like kleptomania in per se, where it's just like I just can't.
Yeah, he has to steal everything. No.
He has to have
I
it.
think I'm about to steal.
Because Crowell's ability is, he's a specialist. It's very indicative of who he is. Thank you. Of who he is as a person, and whether or not he wants to admit it. Very early on, Chrollo learned that if you want something, you need to take it. And because he came from a very small and powerless place, he has grown up with this idea that he needs more power. That's the whole idea of the Phantom Troop.
This nigga thinks he's Shadow the Hedgehog.
Exactly, yeah. They need to band together. They need to get more power in order to get more revenge. And even once they did that, they kept getting more power. Why? Because they can come up with like a whole bunch of excuses, but in reality, it's just because Chrollo wants to feel secure. That's why he steals the fortune.
Oh, I can agree with that. Yeah, he wants to feel secure. It's like Meteor City's rule.
Yes. Exactly. So that him wanting to steal the artifacts is not like, oh boy, I get my hands on a shrunken corpse and and an urn with a mouth. It's more so that he is going to. He is. Chrollo has never been more vulnerable than right now in his entire life. Even after their friend died. in the backstory, and he became, aware of just how little that they had and how powerless they were. This is the worst point he's ever been at, because he felt like he could do it. He felt like he had everything, and Hisoka made him realize how fragile that was. How easily he could lose the people that he cared about, and how easily he could lose, period.
Mm-hmm.
And so now that he's at this incredibly fragile, unstable place, I think that fear is what's driving him to go after these artifacts right now, because he's thinking, well, Hisoka, especially Hisoka at this point, is one of the only people who has ever beaten him, period. And he lost the fight, but also he survived, and then he killed 2 people.
Yeah.
So Hisoka's beaten him, realistically, and the only other one is Kurapika, who cheated. So
Yeah.
I think Hisoka cheated too.
That's true. That's true. But
The world is full of cheaters.
yeah, but
It's he's like leaning on the one thing he knows.
Yeah,
I
see,
think that he is. I think that it's not. I think he has this idea of like, oh, if I can just get this one ability, then I can stomp out this threat that is the biggest problem that I've basically ever had in my entire life. And I think that's going to be even more compounded when he finds out that Kurapika is on the ship, because that's the only 2 people that ever kill Phantom Troop members.
Yeah,
on the same boat.
Okay, yeah, when you explain it like that makes so much more sense. That makes way more sense than just he can't help but steal. I agree with that. I agree with that wholeheartedly. Yeah, that makes total sense.
I can see that as well.
Yeah. Okay.
If I can jump over to something slightly separate, when I first recommended this idea, I was partially joking about it, but now I feel more certain is that I really do feel like we can see Hisoka teaming up with Tsuridnik in this arc. Or can I actually do mean that now?
Don't wish those curses on us.
Nah, bro, the pervert bros in town.
I definitely
The blowjob brothers.
I think that's so interesting because him going to steal this stuff directly puts him within the succession conflict. And the one
he's gonna have to reread the arc.
And and Tsuridnik is. There is a very good chance that puts him in conflict with Tsuridnik, because I think Tsuridnik, as a person, would take the most personal offense to what he would see as his things taken, because he sees himself as the true successor. Obviously.
Yeah, no, that's that's the point I'm trying to make, and that's going to be the basis for their team up on this, because Hisoka has the insight and knowledge about the Phantom Troop being here, and he knows what they're like, and he knows they're going to want to come steal these artifacts. That's the information he has to be able to get in with him. Not to mention just how similar their personalities are. So I think there's a real basis for that.
I don't think it's going to be a team up, but I do think Tsuridnik is going to kind of be I think Tsuridnik has a very high potential of being Chrollo's punishment for this mistake.
Which would be
that's a good way of putting it.
And there's poetry to that, because he's the one who has, the Kurta clan eyes.
Yeah.
Right.
Which is, one of the Phantom Troop's many sins.
Many war crimes.
Yeah.
And there's just a lot of fun parallels to that conflict. It's a Kakin prince born with everything versus someone who's born with nothing and is just trying to steal.
And the prince is gonna win. What the fuck?
Yeah.
We talked about it.
Yeah. We talked a bit earlier about how this would be a really cool fight too.
Yeah, we talked about it before, but every chapter I do I feel like Chrollo, Tsuridnik, Hisoka, and Kurapika are the 4 characters that I think this arc is about. There's a lot of characters.
There's a lot. Those are the 4 central figures.
Yeah, there's so many fucking characters. It's kind of hard to really get a focus on.
I don't know, man. I think Henrik is one of the main stars.
Dude, Henrik's fucking awesome. I love him.
Yeah, I think my man Henrik's something.
I think
there's also Jing and Pariston too, man. They're just in the cut. We don't know what they're doing.
Leorio's there too.
True.
Yeah, whenever we get to the climax, whenever we get to the final shit, it's gonna be those four.
I
Mhm.
agree. Yeah. Yeah. I was gonna say too, because there was a translation of what Chrollo's book said when he's like making the call, and basically it's just like
I wanted to talk about this.
yeah, you're calling,
I was gonna bring that up too.
you call, and then the person who picks up is like your true love, or like who you I
It's
guess
your
need
ideal
most.
partner
Yeah,
or
your
something.
ideal partner. So I am absolutely anticipating Karapika to get a call at some point.
Well, because I think this
Absolutely.
really depends.
So we've been
because
reading the same
I
stuff
wanna-
online.
I want to, go back to a point where he talks about this one ability he took. I think it was it was in the Hisoka fight where he talks to Hisoka about his power and how the abilities that he steals change based on his interpretation of them.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
why
it
he
was
able to use,
the
like, one
and
and three
like
so-
sun and
abilities.
moon, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, and it really depends on what. Again, I'm sure there's also the fact that like what it exactly means in Japanese might be a little different too. Because
You
again, it
know
is
that receiving a
interpretation.
call in Japan means that you commit
No, I mean like,
suicide.
does it say like ideal partner, true love, stuff like that? Like,
right.
like because how he interprets whatever phrase it's using would matter a lot. Because I doubt he sees that and thinks time to call someone that would be my best person to ask out on a date. Like
Mhm.
he
Yeah.
wouldn't think that. He would probably think like this
Resource.
is a good person to join the Phantom Troop. This is a good person with an ability I can steal, stuff like that. And
Yeah.
like
Or it could just be like general information, like, hey, what is this person like, if I call this person, they know how to get like here or some shit. That's why I'm expecting Karapika at some point to get a call, because what have we seen Karapika do all arc? This nigga is number one
Nothing.
teacher, bro. He is out here teaching everybody about everything. He is like the head guy. Everybody relies on him for information. So I would not be shocked at all if Karapika gets a phone call and is like, hey, who is this? And that could add to like more attention and things like that. Obviously him figuring out the Phantom Troop is here. I'm telling you, I can absolutely expect a chapter ender where he's like, oh God, who the fuck is calling me? Which prince? Oh God, we need to think of Wobble. And if I let this prince stay on hold for too long, I'm fucking cooked. What is going on?
God, too real.
And then it's Chrollo. Yeah.
I think you're 1000% correct, because it works on every level, because it's a much more impactful way of Karapika learning the truth. Whenever he learns that they're on the boat, that's going to be a big moment.
oh
Yeah.
shit, I didn't even
That's
think about that.
significant.
Yeah.
It's significantly cooler than if someone's like, hey, did you hear the Phantom Troop is on the boat? Like,
Yep.
answering the phone and it's fucking Chrollo. And keep in mind,
I'm telling you,
mind.
man.
That would be so crazy.
Hello,
Oh.
goodbye.
Yeah, man.
am I remembering this correctly? Karapika and Chrollo have never seen each other, right?
Not
No,
in
they
this-
met.
They've
They
seen
met
each
in York New,
Yeah,
when
Oh,
Karapika
yeah, they did.
he was
met
in
Because
he was in
it
the
was
disguise. Yeah.
other. I didn't
Right,
expect
he
my
was in
chain
the
user to be a
disguise.
woman.
Yeah.
Exactly. Okay. I think it'd be really interesting because it's a much more impactful way of revealing the truth to the Karapika. And also, if he just sees a member of the Phantom Troop, or if he just sees Chrollo, that immediately starts a fight. So this way, it's like you kind of get the tension and you get like the cool payoff without like immediately having like, all right, now they have to fight. It's because he can't fight them. He has to wait.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
can also really easily see in that situation, for whatever reason, Chrollo deciding to say, hey, for whatever reason, I want Kurapika to like come down here so we can kill him, so I can get his ability. Maybe because he hopes that if he gets his chains, he'll be able to use them on Hisoka. And that's like
Oh
Yeah.
a good way to circumvent. I don't know how that would work, because I imagine
yeah,
they
because
can't do
again,
him
there's the
as a member of the
details.
spider anymore. But like
Yeah.
whatever.
Again, interpretation though.
Yeah, I can see some situation where he's
He
like,
could
all
write
right,
it
just so you know, I'm going to be, cabin 23A right now. Come see me if you want smoke.
Pull up,
And
pussy.
Kurapika's like, Bill, I have to go. But we've got a meeting with 12 of the princes, and you've got 4 more lectures planned. And basically, Kurapika has to make that choice of like, because initially, as soon as he finds out that the spiders are on the ship, he's gonna be like, well, I'm just gonna go kill people. Until I
But
find
sir,
out what them
You know what time it is.
what about your AP Nen course?
Y'all ain't never making it to college.
No!
Bill, you're going to trade school. Shut up.
No!
I think enough jokes. It was serious. I think that
Yeah, bro, fucking
as soon
tweet
as
it out.
Kurapika finds out that the spiders are on the ship, I think he's going to be cognizant and intelligent enough to recognize, well, I can't just go. Like,
Yeah.
the princes are still are also a huge threat, still, to his life as well. And I had no information, so it's going to change his game where he's going to be making deals now, no longer with just the intention of finding out, oh, what's this prince doing? Who can I trust? How coins work, etc. It's going to be, oh, hey, by the way, have you heard about a couple of guys with 8 legs? And stuff like that. And eventually it's going to reach a boiling point where he, what we've been talking about, where he has to make the decision of whether or not he goes after the spiders in a situation where it means sacrificing Wobble's safety, or at the very least risking it.
Oh my god, dude. I just remembered Kurapika has his contract too, so that's also gonna play a fact in that too.
Mhm. And I think
Fuck.
it's interesting, this like comparison where we're like, Kurapika, his attention is going to be split in these different directions, and Chrollo's attention is split in these different directions. And if Hisoka meets Morena, that's a popular theory. I think we all kind of would like to happen.
Yeah, I'm
If
leaning
Hisoka
towards that
meets-
heavily, yeah.
If Hisoka meets Morena and
Really
gets
want
her
that.
ability, Hisoka is going to be in hiding, quietly building up his power, just like Tsuradnik has been. And it's kind of interesting that it's like Kurapika and Chrollo, we're rooting for them. Even though Chrollo's a villain, I think all of us like we're rooting for Chrollo, I think. Like, we want Chrollo
Yeah,
to-
that
Nah,
spider's
my money's
flashback
on
did a
Hisoka,
lot.
baby, death to the
His-
spider.
I mean, I do love me some Hisoka, but yeah.
Chrollo's backstory went a long way in humanizing, I think, the Phantom Troop, despite the
Yeah.
really awful things they've done. And I think it's interesting that it's like Chrollo and Kurapika, their attention is being split in all these different directions. And eventually it's going to reach a boiling point, like Sky said, where it's like they're going to have to make a decision to focus on what's most important. And I think for Kurapika, it's going to be protecting Prince Wobble, and for Chrollo, it's going to be killing Hisoka. And
Mm.
it's interesting that Tsuradnik and Hisoka have this like opportunity to just sit back and build their power, and their objectives are like so much clearer. They don't have that. They don't question themselves. Like, there is nothing. Like, they know what they want. They know what they want to do, and that's almost what makes them more scary.
Mhm.
It's really cool. Hunter x Hunter is fucking amazing, dude.
I
Yeah.
cannot wait for this. I cannot wait for it to go back on break in like 2 chapters.
No, shut your whore mouth. Don't you say that. Don't you ever say that, man.
Fine.
Listen,
one
man.
Chapter.
No!
I may not be able to read this series, but I can read the room.
No, don't you fucking say that, man. This shit is lit. It could also come down to a situation where Chrollo's like, dude, stealing an artifact is too hard. So then Kurapika is like, all right, nigga, sign a contract, bro. Come on. Come on. Come
Yeah,
on.
I think they're gonna work together.
I think they have to. I think they have to.
Because it's like, man, they're fucking mortal enemies. They hate each other so
Bro.
badly. I really think they're gonna work together.
Because
So-
genuinely, if we're going with the idea, right, Taco, where it's like these guys need to focus on something, they need to start thinking more. Kurapika and Chrollo, like, thinking on the same side, that's a scary fucking pair,
my
dude.
God.
These guys thinking
Those-
together.
They are two of the
Dangerous.
smartest niggas, like, in the series. They're probably the 2 smartest people on this ship right now. So,
I
like,
think it would be really interesting. Like, if they get to that boiling point where it's like multiple princes have died and they're getting closer to killing Wobble, and like things are starting to look a bit hopeless for Kurapika. Multiple Phantom Troop members have died. Things are starting to look hopeless for Chrollo. And it's that moment where it's like they are still trying to kill each other, because by that point they would know each other are on the boat. In that moment when they're like, let's just stop trying to kill each other and let's work together, instantly the fucking tide shifts. Now, like, as soon as they start working together, that makes a huge difference.
Wait a minute. Oh my fuck! This series is so good. This series is so good. So right now in this chapter, we have all of the mafia families. They're starting to do their own thing. What if the Phantom Troop sort of becomes a pseudo mafia family for Prince Wobble? What if that's another mafia family that gets introduced? And these niggas, oh my god! Oh my god! Because we have the Zayu in this arc, or in this chapter, they're saying like, "Yo, we think the Phantom Troop did it. Fuck these guys." And we have the Char, Kenny, like the second in command. He's seemingly working with Morena. Because all the other mafia bosses are like, nah, these dudes are too crazy. We can't work with them. We need to preserve the balance. I'm just saying, like, what if it is like a situation where we do get some underground protection, even if temporarily, and it's from the Phantom Troop? Fuck me, man. That would be so huge for Kurapika, because he's been lacking in manpower this entire arc. This entire arc starts and like almost his entire team is dead. He's like, well, fuck me. All right, cool. Thanks. Great. Appreciate that, guys.
He still got Bill.
That's all he's got, brother.
He's still got his Bill power.
That's all he's got, brother. So like, hey man, if that happens, oh, I'm ascending, brother. I'm ascending, brother.
For the first time ever, the Phantom Troop has teamed up to save babies instead of killing them.
Instead of killing them, yeah.
This is a crazy development.
It would be like a really interesting way to flip the entire arc on its head. But so much of the arc has just been building up allies, forming relationships, and making deals. And I think it would be interesting if like all of their relationships and allies end up failing them, and it just like all they can rely on at the end is each other.
Yeah.
That would be really, I mean,
yeah.
We'll see. I don't want to get my hopes up too high, but yeah, this arc is really fucking good.
Because we're about to hit a turning point, man. I mean, like, Halkenberg's procession is shaping up to be fucking crazy.
Yeah, whatever's about to happen in like 5 seconds.
Yeah, like whatever is happening in these upcoming chapters is going to be insane. Like all of our plot points are starting to converge on this one location. It's a turning point for the arc. Absolutely. Morena is doing her shit. You have the Phantom Troop doing their stuff. The other mafia families doing their stuff. Henrig going after not Hisoka, the Phantom Troop. The Phantom Troop going after Hisoka. Kurapika potentially figuring out that they're here. Like, there's so much. Not to mention that, oh my god, I love this story, bro. Because you have what's his name? Halkenberg. He's in Balsamilko's body right now. You have the mafia families who are about to go to war. They're about to go fucking crazy. So once they go crazy, bam, Benjamin activates martial law, his win condition. But then Halkenberg's like, hold up. And kills this man. Yeah, kills this man. So now it's up for grabs. Everything is just going crazy. Brother, this shit is so good. This shit is so good, man. Genuinely, this arc is insane. Holy. Yeah, man. Hunter x Hunter peak? I don't know. Like, is very good.
It's up there.
Bro, it might be.
Are you gonna add Hunter x Hunter to the wallpaper, Sailor? That's a Zenith question. I don't make the wallpapers.
Okay, here's the thing. It's a pain in the ass. And like,
you don't even need to say anymore.
It's gonna be here
about
at most 20 chapters.
When was the
it's
last
all
time we
different
talked
trees.
about Black Clover, Zenith?
Again, it is a pain in the ass to remove as well. Because here's the thing, I have to make sure that the lines are perfectly spaced apart. And I do that because I use paint.net for this. And the way that I do it is I take the measurement of how wide it is, divide it precisely, then I have to fucking get the lines straight down right, and then tilt them all just the same.
Couldn't you just all right?
The last thing,
Damn.
I don't want to do
Hunter
it.
x Hunter.
I don't want to.
Fair.
We've been talking about Hunter x Hunter for a long time, but the last thing I want to bring up, actually specifically Sky, because we were talking about it earlier, like if Chrollo dies or not. Because I've thought about it, if the arc plays out how we're kind of thinking, where it's like Kurapika, he decides to protect Wobble and he lets go of his revenge, kind of a soft victory for him. Well, besides just saving Wobble's life, would be after defeating Tsuradnik, he does get the remaining eyes of his clan members, and he can finally kind of put that to rest. Even if he lets go killing the Phantom Troop, he can still move on. He can be like, all right, I got all my clan's eyes, I can put them to rest, I can live my life, I can move on. If Chrollo's arc is supposed to mirror, and this is, we're assuming it is, if it's supposed to mirror Kurapika's, where it's like his attention's being split between stealing the artifacts and then killing Hisoka, and he decides to focus on killing Hisoka, and I imagine they'll fucking kill him. I think they'll do it if that is how the arc plays out. Maybe instead of Chrollo dying, or the rest of the Phantom Troop lives, or the rest of the Phantom Troop dies and he lives, what if it's kind of like a mixture where it's like he survives and a couple members of the Phantom Troop survives? I'd still see Machi dying.
No.
I just can't picture Machi dying, and I'm wondering if it'll be a case where
I think Machi dying is incredibly likely.
What I'm wondering is, what if it's a scenario where he just he also, similar to Kurapika, where they kind of let the revenge go, and he just decides to go back to Meteor City and actually protect his people instead of this revenge that he's been this power he's been going after for so long.
I think that it's complicated for sure, because there's a lot of different ways that it could turn out that I think would work. The way I look at it, I think without a doubt only one member of the Spider survives. I do not think that.
So you think the Spiders are the group itself is done, no matter what?
Yes. I think that maybe a handful, but all the strong ones dead for sure. Nobunaga, Finks, Phaeton, Nobunaga, they're fucking cooked. They're all
Damn.
dead. I really think Machi, because I think Machi's a great example of part of why the strategy of splitting up and everything is not a good idea, because I do not think that Machi would make the tactically sound choice when faced with Hisoka, because her relationship with him is very complicated. Because she, obviously very, on the surface, she's very combative, very dismissive, mean to him, when he's a normal member. But she clearly cares.
She patched up his corpse, and that
in the way that Shen does.
I don't think she does. Not anymore, anyway.
Exactly. But he, even, she was there when he came back to life. And now, obviously, after everything happens, I don't think she cares about him at all. But I think that plays into the kind of feeling of betrayal. And the fact that, obviously, largely speaking, all the Phantom Troop members are pissed at Hisoka. Bonolenov is actually a really good example where he actually isn't. Because he's not an original member. He's relatively new. He knows that it's their mission to kill him. But he's just damn, everyone's been really upset ever since those two people died. And it's yeah, dude.
What did he do to make these niggas that mad?
What did he do? I think that Machi on some level probably feels an amount of responsibility because she was there when Hisoka came back to life, and obviously she couldn't have, but I bet she thinks on some level that she should have stopped him or recognized that he became a threat at that point, because when he came back to life, he was talking some mad bullshit.
Yeah. So the idea is if she sees him, she's gonna make a mistake because her emotions are gonna take over. She's not in the right state of mind to be making tactical decisions.
Yes, and it's once again it's the hypocrisy of the spider. They're incredibly upset. Ever since we see it in York now, they're really upset that Uvo died, but they don't have the right to be because they're murderers.
Yeah,
Like, obviously they are because they're human beings, but they truly have no right to.
I can't believe the guy who killed like hundreds, maybe thousands of people is dead. Fucking shit, bro.
He ate a guy's head.
yeah. I was just about to bring that up. Yeah.
People died.
And like she was there for that. She saw it. Like it's not like she's aware.
Yeah, right, bro. They were playing fucking cards while he was doing that shit, bro.
I fucking love that moment so much. They were like, "Let's play a pack of cards while these people get fucking decimated."
Yeah, he's like, "Oh, they got
So I think Machi is a good example of that, where like he'll die. Yeah, once again, all the strongest members are gonna die. I can't. It's hard to say. What?
I think Suzu's gonna die.
Who?
Is that her name?
I didn't totally.
that." What'd you say? Yeah.
Suzu?
You mean Shizuku?
Yeah.
Shizuka.
Glasses
Yeah.
girl
Oh,
with the
the vacuum
vacuum.
girl.
Yes.
The vacuum girl.
I think she's another one where they're gonna be like, "All right, we're meeting up with Shizuku." Oh, and they walk into the room and she's like plastered against.
Yeah,
the
I
wall.
think
No,
she's dead as
please,
fuck.
no.
I'm not gonna
Okay,
lie.
yeah.
No.
I
Okay,
think
okay.
Shizuku is dead as hell. Yeah.
I'm
I
talking.
know.
all
My
your
ears.
favorite
What are they
people.
hearing?
I'm talking. We'll fit her in like a matchbox, bro. She's
I'm
is
talking-
not long for this world.
Yeah, she's getting destroyed, brother. I don't
Oh,
know.
she's too goofy for this world.
She is, but
So it's
I know,
really
yeah.
hard to say what's gonna happen at. Well, isn't Killua's sister a member right now?
Kaluto. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I don't think she'll die. Admittedly, but I think it'll be more of like a thing where she doesn't care, so she's just gonna like quit the spider. So, admittedly, thematically, that throws a wrench into it because, like, well, Hisoka also might just kill her. Like, I can't deny that.
Yeah.
That's
I mean,
possibility.
there was a thing where Illumi specifically, he said, like, hey, Hisoka put a bounty out for himself. So, like, I'm chasing him down. So, if they run into Hisoka, maybe it is just a situation of just like, all right, Kaluto dies, and then like, he barely gets away, and, they kind of just recover.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I was just like, I was thinking about it. I'm like, oh, they wouldn't kill a kid.
Yeah.
I think that if... Oh, you know what? Never mind. I've changed my opinion completely. I just thought about it a little bit more because I was thinking like, wait, I'm forgetting a few members. They're dead. That's why I was forgetting. I'm like, what would Pakunoda do?
Yeah.
I
First to go.
think. All right, I think that either Chrollo survives, and kind of what we were talking about, Taco. It's going to be that he'll probably like finally decide to go back to Meteor City, probably after having been influenced on some level by Kurapika, and just commit to protecting people. What he should have done from the beginning, really.
Mm-hmm.
Like really committing himself to that role, and it fits with the the tragic irony of the fact that he built the spider to survive without him, and now only the head remains. Or, contrary to what I just said, if anyone survives, if another member survives, it's going to be Machi. Because she'll be the one who feels the most guilt about the fact that she survived. And going back to what I'd said before, where she would probably make a mistake because she'd get emotional, I think it'll be a mistake that gets another spider killed.
Mm-hmm.
Like protecting her or saving her. And then at the end, I think that the end of her story in that case would be that she is just like ruined, basically. She's destroyed, and she never recovers. And that's just how her story ends.
Damn.
Sorry, I think that's entirely possible.
You know, here's the thing. Genuinely, they are just bad people. They don't really deserve to have happy endings.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, Calito's a
I
dude.
don't-
Okay, thank you. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Continue.
again, it all just comes down to how Togashi wants to do it. Like, if I would argue, like, Chrollo protect Meteor City, that's not really a happy ending. He still lost his family. He is still punished for the crimes he committed, and now he will live the rest of his life.
Yeah,
with
I
something.
like the
Like,
idea of Chrollo being the only survivor because he started this whole thing to avenge a dead friend, and it's very ironic if he keeps going with these things anyway, and that just results in him losing all of them. Like that is that's
Yeah.
real irony right
I
there.
think that
Boozy type
Chrollo
beef.
being the last one alive would definitely be the most fitting. It would make the most sense. But like I
Yeah.
guess gut feeling. Honestly, the more we talk about it, the more I feel like he will survive. But I do think that like
Yeah.
one of the members surviving makes sense, and to me, Machi makes because once again, thinks Nobunaga, Phaeton, so dead. Shizuku, hella dead.
Hella dead. Jing, do you want me to
No.
read Shizuku's fortune from York News? Is that what you're referring to? Because he just said reads Shizuku's fortune. Because I know in her fortune, Shizuku's cooked. Like, Shizuku reads her fortune, she's like, damn, I am dead. Well, she doesn't really react, but like, Shizuku's like, damn,
That poor
I
girl
am-
can't read.
Yeah,
She
I'm
is getting
fucking
into wallpaper.
dead, dude. Yeah.
Grid is crazy.
Yeah, I mean,
Mhm.
it's true. I think I have. Let me see. Is this the right page?
Well, I mean, regardless of who survives, I know I'm gonna feel bad for that person for like a whole 5 minutes.
Damn.
Hey, we've literally been discussing like the entire
Yeah.
time about how these are really bad people.
Damn.
I'm gonna
I like the
backstory, I'm
Phantom
gonna feel
Troop
bad
a
for them for a
lot.
little bit, but it doesn't change the fact that they're fucking horrible people.
I think-
Damn.
Oh, we kind of got this coming.
The
I mean,
biggest
really, everyone kind of sucks in Hunter x Hunter.
That's true. The biggest compliment I could ever give Hunter x Hunter is the fact that we're doing all this headcanon, and I genuinely believe it's possible.
Mhm.
Because I feel like Togashi has actually, Togashi has shown time
Yeah.
and time again that he can really write really compelling, interesting character arcs.
Yeah.
And I believe that he won't fumble Chrollo and Kurapika. The two
That
of
would
the most
be
important characters in
insane.
the story. Yeah,
Like I'm convinced those are his two favorite characters.
Mhm.
they're
It
definitely up
certainly
there.
isn't gone.
Correct.
Ooh.
Gone? More like gone.
Gone.
True. The York New Fortunes only last 2 weeks, so they don't apply to what's happening on the Black Whale. That's true.
Really?
That is
Yeah.
technically true, but as a writer, like Togashi is, I think it's like, yeah, technically speaking, it's not applicable anymore. But
I think it
also
can still be
think that-
used. Yeah.
I think that if something like that happens, because what Shizuku's is,
Yeah. I have it here.
you have the most fear when you are alone with another.
Yeah, it's hopefully this is the right translation. It's in the chamber of treasure ill-gotten, there is no choice but endless sleep. Your greatest fear should be solitude, lest upon your lonesome form he creep.
That is literally that is
She's cooked.
literally
Yeah.
perfect. Or Hisoka finds her and kills her.
Yeah, like Hisoka.
That is, that's not even. I'm a little frustrated at how not subtle that is.
Yeah.
It is
Yeah.
almost frustrating.
You will die exactly here in this time.
How hella dead she is.
Bro, Chrollo may as well have wrote her poem and just said LOL, bro. Like, she's fucking done.
You're about to die for a cigarette and a lighter.
Oh, shit. Dog, I forgot she was this cooked. Oh, my God. I remember her reaction to it specifically because she had no reaction. I think she was like, oh, I think I'm going to die soon. Like, I think that was it. I forgot it was like that bad, though. Holy
That's my
shit.
It's
favorite
funny to
dumb
Oh,
queen.
God. it's funny too because going back to what we were saying earlier, Sky, where it's like if Chrollo's the only one that survives and he goes back to Meteor City to protect people, the punishment for his crimes is losing his family, losing the spiders, and then he lives the rest of his life, repenting and repentant. That actually like fits with his whole Christianity theme, like the crosses and like everything. And it's funny because I remember back when like he was first created like a long time ago, people were like, "Bro, Chrollo's edgy," and like there's no like he's not deep, he's just edgy. There's like nothing to him, and it's like it was there the whole time. They just had to wait.
I felt similar, honestly, because like everyone was like, "Dude, Chrollo's amazing." I'm like, I mean, he's good. Like, I just don't see what everyone sees in him. And then the Phantom Troop backstory happened. That was like the first time where I was like, "Oh, okay, I get it." Like he's like, like he's amazing. Like, because this was the most we had for him really throughout the entire story.
I think that the fact that his last name is Lucifer is definitely a bit much. But when you consider the fact that he came up with the name himself, like, all right, fair enough, that is something he would say. And yeah, like you're talking about Taco, it's especially perfect because his coat has the upside down cross, which is St. Peter's cross. Who the story behind St. Peter is that he was a disciple of Jesus who was found and crucified, and he asked that he be crucified upside down because he did not believe he had the right to die in the same way that Jesus did. And I think there's a lot of ways to interpret that, but I want to go with the one that fits what we're saying, which is that if he survives, then that means that he doesn't get to die the same way that the other spiders did.
Good for him, honestly. The other ones are about to get cooked.
Or die alone.
Yeah, but that's the thing, is that like at this point, not necessarily that Chrollo wants to die, but he's not like super keen on living.
He's not against it. Yeah, he's definitely accepted that he could die, and he's like, all right.
Yeah, like the dying last, especially like after a life of, living without them.
Okay.
Something that he would never want, which is why it's going to be exactly what happens to him.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That is unquestionably the worst thing that could happen, which is why it's so happening.
It is so fucking happening. He's cooked. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, I think there's a lot.
Man, good podcast.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude.
I'm having fun on this podcast. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Bro, now would you be having the same fun if I said we talked about 2 series in 2 hours?
Yeah.
Okay, let's get going.
Bro, I'm having fun. I just wondered if y'all were having fun as well.
I'm having fun.
I like
yapping.
yapping.
To do today.
I like yapping. Shout out to Sleeping Danger
Genuinely.
for the donation, by the way. Tangent could the PT complete the palace invasion. True. But what were you saying, Taco? I'm sorry.
No, I'm just having fun. I don't have anything to do today, so it doesn't matter.
Hey man, I got a Street Fighter tourney to watch at 6, so that's about all I got really.
Hey, bro, we got an hour and 15 minutes.
Yeah, man. All right.
Let's crank it out.
All right. Hey, yeah. No, I'm kidding. All right. So next. Oh, great. Speaking of trauma, Chainsaw Man Chapter 182. Fellas, how are we feeling about this one?
This was another good chapter.
Yeah.
This was a very good chapter.
This is what I wanted, man.
Man, like, what did Denji do? Like, why does the universe just hate him?
I don't get it, bro.
Teenage
So
boy.
it's a universe
That is
that's
the question of
written
the
by
day.
Fujimoto. So
like, what did he do?
Yeah. I want to
promise
say.
you, Denji, I wish you were in a rom-com, buddy.
I want to
Born
say,
to rom-com,
man,
forced to shonen.
like, because I had a comment before my fucking video got taken down by YouTube that someone was like, no, Yoru can't manipulate anybody. She's dumb. And it's like, I agree, she's dumb. But if you don't think this isn't manipulation 101, bro, I don't know what to tell you. Like,
Just because she's bad at it.
yeah, right.
no,
Just
yeah.
because
I gotta
she's
say-
bad at it doesn't mean she can't do it.
Like, that person has clearly never met a narcissist. Some of the dumbest people you will ever meet.
forever.
Master manipulators.
Yep. Yep.
Literally all about.
Yeah, fuck this. She can't girl boss. She's a girl fail. Well, this is the rare girl boss fail.
Yeah, right.
Girl bail.
She fucking sucks at this, dude. Yeah. Like, this is, man, I'm so happy. Like, these recent chapters have just been, like, hitting all of the stuff that I've been hoping for, like, all the stuff that I was hoping they would. Just really good exploration for, like, Yoru, Denji, and Asa. I love Asa and Denji's talk in this chapter, man. I'm hoping we get more, but it's so fucking good, man. I love the callback to the falling down, because this is the shit, bro. I was saying about how, like, the one time they actually got to talk to each other, it meant so much for both of them. And seeing it brought up again here, like the exact scene I was talking about, just flipped in reverse. God damn, bro. Like, it's so rewarding to, because, you know, I listen, my failures have been egregiated by a lot of people, but, you know, like, sometimes I miss the mark, right? But when I'm on it, it feels so fucking rewarding. Like, so far, everything that I have talked about is, like, happening, and I'm like, damn, it feels good.
But it's just really good.
Right.
Yeah, man.
That's exactly what I wanted to. This is what I was really hoping for to happen.
Genuinely, man, yeah.
Why do you think he threw up Sid from Ice Age?
Well,
5 minutes, folks. We were able to talk about it seriously for 5 minutes.
This is about the chapter. I'm asking a genuine question.
I mean, yeah.
I am curious.
I wasn't expecting.
Yeah, no, I'm not sure.
Not too much sleeping danger. No, that's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. I'm not too sure either. Maybe.
Because, like, I mean, we've been shown it's possible that you can just take him out. But, like, as far as we can tell here, nothing, like, breakered it.
I mean, Pochito?
At first, I thought he was like
Maybe.
about to laugh at all the stupid shit that you was
There's
saying.
like, okay, the one thing to really get here is like, and this was like ridiculed when this was being, you know, talked about in the fandom before, but like when Pochita was eating those devils, people were saying, oh, these are connected to like different memories that Denji has, and people were like, nah, you're reading too deep into it.
How?
And it's like,
God, people are fucking dumb.
Yeah, they
dude.
were not.
Jesus Christ.
and like he throws up, you know, Snow Beat gets recreated with the memories included, immediately starts having a flashback.
Bro, like,
No,
niggas are
no.
so anti-intellectual online sometimes,
No,
bro. I swear to
genuinely.
God. Like, God forbid anybody has anything interesting to say about anything. Fuck.
I'm sorry, Zenith. Can you explain that concept again, but use the term aura 5 times?
Ah!
It is without a doubt.
I don't know what it is. I actually do like the idea that it's Pochita, because that would mean he's listening to what Asa is saying and is like, you know what? I can't take these memories from him. You're right. Like, that would actually be
It has to be connected.
Oh, that would be
literally
cool.
You taught me that I still have something to live for, something to look forward to, so much I'm willing to eat crap burger. So it's like, he is, for the first time, like, it's like the first time he's ever getting like a genuine thank you for being Chainsaw Man. Like, it's the first time he's ever gotten like any type of positive reinforcement. And then he immediately throws up Sid from Ice Age, and then it goes into the backstory or what, like the flashback. It's like,
I want to
it is
know.
absolutely connected.
I want to note, this is actually really interesting. The clothes that they're wearing in this flashback are the same things they were wearing on the trip to Aki's family grave.
Yeah,
So-
that's what it's going to be
So
about.
yeah, that's his memory of it.
Yeah,
That's
his memory of
which
it.
means I wonder if we're going to see more of that trip in this like next chapter.
I think so.
I
Yeah.
think so.
God,
I have so many
again.
precious memories that I want to hold on to. Like that time that I had to wipe Power's ass because she was afraid of going to the bathroom. You know, maybe life ain't great.
You know what? Get back in here.
He just starts scraping it back up.
Get back in here, man. Get back in here. Hey man, hopefully we bring Snow out with us too, cause like imagine you get eaten and then you get thrown up and left in hell. See ya, buddy.
Here's the thing. I have been shoveling snow where I live for the past 3 days. Snow can stay there.
Damn, I didn't know it was that crazy, brother.
You're getting snow over there?
For I think like maybe like a foot and a half over the past 3 days.
Man,
Damn,
fuck that,
bro.
and fuck you.
I'm
Wow.
just genuinely
Right?
asking because
Yeah,
like
it couldn't be me.
it's been November and I shit you not, every other day has been like in the 80s.
I was about to
Hold
say
on,
it was
let me-
80
Dude,
degrees
it's
2
been
days ago where I'm at.
It's been so hot, dude.
Yeah.
No, wait, hold on. No, wait, that was the wrong chat. No, hold on, wait. Well, I'm
Nah, it's
interrupting.
fine.
I'm
We'll
interrupting
figure
the
this out.
conversation. Yeah, they're talking about how dog shit Record of Ragnarok is. I don't want to be rude.
Because it is.
I want you guys to look at what I sent in podcast and keep in mind that I've shoveled that driveway 3 times by this point.
Oh god.
man.
Damn.
Oh dear lord.
Damn.
And that was 2 days ago.
Golly. Audio listeners, just know it's snowing a lot.
Yeah.
It's
Not
snowing quite a
personally, but
bit.
no, the snow devil can stay in super hell.
How about you stay there and die, bucko?
Mhm.
Yeah. This chapter was just super sweet, man. I love Asa finally being able to actually have a conversation with Denji. And I hope it continues, man. I hope it is a situation where like somehow Asa gets to see these memories too. Don't ask me how, I'll freeze. But like I just want her to see it just so they have more of an understanding of each other. That'd be really cool, man.
It's like weird that she didn't say, "Hey, by the way, I have a devil that wants to molest you."
Yeah, we're still
you
waiting
think
on
it'll come
that.
up at some point.
Was
Yeah.
that I forget. Was that a thing where she's not allowed to talk about Yoru, or was it just not the moment? Which also Asa, yes, it was.
To
So
be fair,
totally the moment, babe.
to be fair, she probably like she may have been getting to that, and then he just threw up. so like,
It's a short
Yeah.
conversation.
Yeah, it wasn't
Yeah.
such a long conversation.
I guess it's just like in my head, it's like, well, that's what I would have led with personally. That would have been like the
I
first
agree,
thing I said.
yeah.
It's like, hey, by the way,
Yeah.
I swear to God,
That
I
was
got- no, I
not
got
me.
I got that bird in me.
No good, but you know what, Sailor? I know you don't hear this often, but bro, you are cooking.
thank you, man. I appreciate
Yeah.
it.
I agree with everything you've said about Chainsaw Man.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. You know,
I agree with you on exactly 5 things that you've said about Chainsaw Man.
what the fuck? You couldn't do like
a good
the
amount.
clean sweep?
That's a good one.
And then you'll never know what they are.
Oh shit!
Denji ate them.
No, bro. How are we supposed to tell these things, man? What the fuck?
Well, I'm just looking. I don't get Chainsaw Man stuff on my Twitter. But I can imagine all the people who are like, bro, y'all are looking too much into it. There's no depth. You're like reaching. The more like we get depth, I already know they're gonna flip and be like, man, this shit sucks. This shit's boring. This shit's lame.
Bro,
This shit's like the flip is gonna happen.
Maybe it's just because I haven't been on social media all too crazy, but like that crowd has seemingly died down. Like I haven't heard too many people.
Yeah, no, it's been.
I think
pretty
they just.
people talk
Yeah, I think they just recognize like, damn, I was reading with my ass and not like my eyes. So then they just kind of like stopped talking.
Yeah, well, that's a good thing.
I agree. That is a good thing. Shut the fuck up forever, please. I want to state it again just because when I made the Chainsaw Man video about art, I had at the I had some comments being like, "Oh, so you just don't like it when people call things peak?" No, you can say something is good and just leave it at that. That's totally fine. I just don't like it when people think the only interpretation you can have of something is the surface level interpretation. And like they actively bash you if you have anything interesting to say on anything, man. It happens so much with so many different things. Like, God, Kendrick is my favorite artist. That God forbid I dive into one of his songs. Oh, you're glazing, bro. You just hate Drake. Blah, 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 blah. It's like, Oh my god. Like, oh god, man. It's so frustrating. It reaches out to so many forms of art, and I just wish people would stop it. Please.
People just like, well,
They treat it like a
people
fucking sports
don't
team.
treat art like art. They treat it like content.
I agree. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
And
funny.
it's like the difference between that is art is made by a person, content is made for people.
Yeah.
So
Content is made by YouTubers. We hate it though.
the attitude is different,
Right, yeah.
Art, you're trying to understand an expression. When it's content, you're just trying to pass your time.
Instant gratification type shit and things of that nature.
Bro, if I can't beat my dick to it, I don't want to read it, bro. Get that shit out of my face.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
That's
all-
why
personally.
you should read Domestic Girlfriend. Real peak right there.
I did read Domestic Girlfriend.
Well, no, I'm not. I know you. You're a real one. I'm
Yeah,
saying in the
that's
chat.
why
I know
I
you.
genuinely think Domestic Girlfriend ruined my life.
Oh
Things have never
my
been better. I
god!
God damn.
love it.
bro.
I'm gonna be honest.
I
mean, I
don't
could've
think it's
told
a
you that.
coincidence.
I
Everything's
need
gotten
you.
worse since then.
I
That,
need you to just do better. I feel like if you just accepted Domestic Girlfriend into your heart like I have, then things would get better for you. No one calls me old anymore. They say, "Hey, there's that youthful,
I
handsome
called you
man."
old like an hour ago.
Nobody
This is
calls
okay.
me old anymore. Just ignore that. Everyone
This
says, you look rather debonair, dashing, handsome.
Yeah, Bonaire, Jesus.
Yes, bro. I
Fuck
didn't
that
even know.
debonair.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, wow, we're bringing terms back for me, guys. I didn't know we were doing
real
this.
old word.
Yeah, they didn't think you'd understand if
sure?
they said you were hot.
What?
Are you sure you didn't hear someone say that to you back in the 1800s?
No,
This may have been a while
bro.
ago, so-
Bro, in the 1800s, I would not be hearing that sort of
Yeah,
stuff.
I don't.
They call me different
Hold
stuff.
on.
Right.
Hey.
different word that ends with a.
Yes.
Oh, hey,
This is,
man.
Look,
Hey,
I know
man.
that you back in the day you marched with the King Silver, so I know that you're cool.
Okay.
What were you
everyone
saying,
was forward.
Taco? I'm sorry.
This is a very small tangent, but it is a little on topic of
Oh, yeah.
looking like people saying, "Oh, you're looking too deep" or whatever. But I remember because when Long Legs came out, me, Zenith, and Sailor watched
God
Long
damn
Legs. We watched Long Legs in the theater, and we all liked it. But I think all three of us kind of agreed where it's like, okay, we liked it, but like
Didn't
not
love
as
it.
much as we thought we were going to. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think we got to the point, we got to the end, and we were like, so what's the movie about, really? And we're like, I don't.
I know.
There is like a
Yeah.
whole lot. I think the point is like, man, the devil fucked up on lifestyle.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I remember because Sky, Croc, and Sage watched it recently, and none of them really liked it that much. And I remember because I joined VC, and Sage was like, "Oh, like Taco, what's it about? Like, because maybe if you explain it, I'll like it more." And I was just like, "I don't think it's really about a whole lot."
Yeah, man. Long Legs. I think the first and second act was like magnifique, and then like
Okay.
it had to stick the landing, and damn it didn't like face plant, but like it staggered a little bit,
The general idea is supposed to be about like familial trauma. But I'm not
Yeah.
like, I don't really understand what it's like trying to say about it.
Yeah.
It would be rough if your mom murdered people. I think
Yeah.
bold claim. I think it'd be tough.
It's true. Yeah. Sometimes it's just the vibes. Sometimes it is just the vibes. I agree, Jing. I agree.
I still like that movie. I
Yeah.
still think it's a good movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will. There definitely is an artistic value to the. Damn. Nicolas Cage is evil.
Damn.
That's a moral standpoint I can get behind. So I'm not gonna pretend like I can't.
Damn. This guy is so evil. What the hell is his problem?
Damn.
But
Does anyone else have anything to say about Chainsaw Man?
what a chapter.
It was
Really
very
fucking good. Yeah.
I think it's funny when Asa punched herself. That was cool.
Yes, I did
Bro.
also want to bring that up. because like that was just perfect.
Oh yeah, she
Like-
broke control. Like that's actually significant.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Without fear being a factor.
Yeah.
Bro, like
action.
seeing women get hit.
You're like-
what the
you
fuck?
are
What the fuck?
You were
That's
my
just an-
anti-PR
You ruined it.
today.
It's just an
Oh,
observation of
what
what
the
you
hell?
said. I'm
Yeah,
sorry
yeah.
that I'm sorry, I'm paying attention.
That's our friend. Why would you
Okay.
set him up
Flow
like
of
that?
Conversation.
So far today.
Anyways,
Wait, real quick, because I just want to say, so far today, Sky has called Zenith homeless and an abuser.
God damn, is there something you want to say to him, buddy?
You got a problem with
I'm catching some negative vibes. From you, bro.
Damn.
You got something you want to tell me?
He's cooking, bro. Jesus.
Oh, hey guys, sorry, I was asleep until a few seconds ago. What happened?
Oh, shit. You was asleep.
I think I've been in a trance since approximately 12:29 p.m.
Sorry, guys. My
Something
cousin
was
took
going
my
on.
phone and just started texting people.
My cousin, yeah, my little bro took my phone.
Yeah. It was very weird. Oops.
Oh,
Sorry.
man. I feel like I said a lot of really astute observations. I bet I was correct
Astute.
about most of it.
What was it that you wanted to say, Silver, before I cut you off? Sorry.
well, no, I was just gonna say if we were ready to move on after that
Okay,
egregious
yeah.
comment, but
Oh,
Yeah.
Yes, excuse me.
I lost my chapstick, so I'll search for that later. I was searching for that throughout our whole shindig. I'm very sad.
Yeah, I just good. Genuinely good for Denji for standing up for himself. Like finally,
Yeah,
you know.
man. Yeah. He's
Yeah.
like, can you fucking stop putting pussy on my lap for 10 seconds, man? Jesus. 10
Yeah, man, that was
seconds.
impressive.
I don't want it, man. I don't want it. Get that shit out of here. I want to focus on me right now, please. I just want to be better myself, please. That's my
So,
goat right there.
Yeah, I have very high hopes for next chapter. I think it's gonna be quite good.
I'm
You
so
know, Gonna
excited,
get some
man.
flashback stuff. Gonna get some resolution to this whole thing. Maybe get them putting together a plan to get out of here. Or my theory of them just living through this bullshit might be right. We'll see if that happens. Because again, this is Fujimoto.
First time we're going to see power in part 2 as well.
Oh my god. Well, except for that one panel in the Falling Devil arc. But yeah, pretty much.
True.
But,
Is it just me? Is it just me, or was this Kagurabachi chapter fucking insane?
dude, I'm
yeah,
so glad
we'll,
we did.
we'll transition
Genuinely
into it. Yeah.
Insane chapter. Holy shit, man.
I had to
If
fucking.
you have not read Kagurabachi and you are
Like-
planning to leave because this is huge.
Yeah, man.
I had to like read the shit like 2-3 times so I could understand what the fuck happened.
Dude. Okay, so first off, I want to say it was in our faces the whole time. Samura shows up. What does he have? A lighter.
Ah. I see.
What?
Oh,
The meme.
I-
The meme.
I
Have you never seen the panel, like the meme edit of the panel?
no.
You remember where he
Really?
says like, "Oh, we killed your dad for like a lighter and a like."
We
a
killed
couple
your dad
bucks."
for $50 and a lighter.
Oh, I didn't. Okay, I know what you're talking about now. Okay. Yeah. I was like, what? That's a lighter.
Nah,
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, I think the picture.
no, genuinely fucking insane.
Yeah.
No, I gotta be honest, we were just dead wrong.
Dead fucking wrong, man.
Yeah.
Wrong, dude.
Dead
Like-
fucking wrong.
And okay, one thing I want to make very clear before we really go into things.
Of course.
We don't know what happened. So obviously we know there was some level of betrayal here, some deal that Samura made. But we
Mhm.
don't actually know. The only thing we do know, I forget the guy, No Arms, what's his name?
Hirohiko.
Yeah,
Hirohiko, thank you. I keep getting him mixed up with like Uruha because they both got like the
I can-
H
yeah, I can
going
see it.
on.
rude way to refer to someone. What?
I'm just looking at him and I couldn't think of anything else because the lack, the distinct lack Anyway,
No.
yeah, that was a bit rude. I won't lie. I need to be better.
Thank you. That was the only thing I wanted out of today.
Yeah, I need to understand that I need to be better. My bad. My point is, we don't know what happened because I don't think that Samura clearly cares. He's not a bad person as far as it's been presented.
Right.
But also, he does genuinely seem to believe that they are not heroes. In fact, they are just killers at the end of the day. And that applies to probably all of the
sword bearers, yeah.
And Hirohiko does use the sword. Like, he is able to use the sorcery attached to the sword. So that implies that Uruha is dead.
He's dead and gone. Yeah.
And
it's such a good twist, dude.
Because, that's what really throws me off, is, everything leads to this, but we don't know what happened. Everything points towards what happened, where, he died. We don't even know if Samura's alive. He might have just killed himself. Because he...
Oh, so he could
deliver the sword if it's useless,
Exactly. That's why he was carrying the two swords a couple chapters ago. Fucking sword saint, bro. I had my parlay on Uruha. My parlay, no.
This entire part of the story, because I think it's so interesting that it's up to seeing who's the head of the clan?
Yura, yeah, the Hishaku, Yura.
No, the auctioneer guy.
Kyoto.
Kyoto.
Yeah.
Kyoto.
The Proceeder.
Ever since seeing him use the Baby Annihilator 10,000, we've been making jokes that it's we've been making jokes that's okay, maybe the guy who made this isn't actually a good person.
Mm-hmm.
You mean the guy who made the Orphan Annihilator 5000 may not be that great a guy?
He was kind of funny when I saw him, so
He
like
goldfish,
He made the Orphan Annihilator.
Bro, you want to know what's funny, Sky?
He also made a goofy face sometimes.
He got the gold. He got the fish. He's like, "Hey, Chihiro, I got the fish. Let's eat him." Nigga, what? you just got him, bro. Fuck.
But I
I paid good money for fish.
This entire part of the story has gone leaps and bounds and just adding so much more depth to the central conflict. Because it's maybe Chihiro's father wasn't a good person. Maybe the heroes using these swords weren't really heroes. And now we see one of the supposed heroes who is someone that Chihiro respects, someone he kind of looks up to, someone who taught him things. And now we realize, oh, he's actually on the enemy side. Yeah. And also, it's can we really blame him that much? Obviously he's a villain, but also it's Navi aren't great guys at the end of the day. I just think this entire part of the story has been so interesting. I'm really loving it. I what chapter are we at?
57.
57.
Not a single bad chapter.
Not a single bad chapter, baby. Let's
The
go.
moment where he it's his name is Rio, the guy who died, and he's this whole thing where it's look, he didn't die for nothing. He died to protect you, and it's this is a good thing. And you can just see the pain on his face because he did die for nothing.
Yeah.
And
they even say, he's just oh, this is a turning point. He's no, this is just the start. Man. Yeah.
It's so fucking good.
I genuinely thought, I was this is the difference between someone who has seen war and someone who hasn't. And usually it's a lot more exacerbated.
And that motherfucker's blind.
Yeah, it's genuinely. Usually it's a lot different where it's when it's I think Godzilla -1, where you have the one guy's like, man, I can't wait to just kill niggas, bro. I can't wait to go to war, bro. Let's go. I'm trying to go to war about this stuff,
I'm
man.
going to war right now.
Yeah, and you have the
Back
other
up.
guys who are just like, no, dude, like, you do not want to go to war. It's a terrible thing. But something like even just a minute difference of just like this guy who has been through so much and has taken so many lives and has been on that battlefield, having someone in his ear who hasn't seen those things and is telling him like, it's okay, you know, like this was all for something, and you know, this is for a greater good, a bigger picture, and just the difference in their reactions to a death like this. So like that in itself is already so phenomenal, but then you stack that on top of the fact that Samura has made deals with Johnny Hishaku and is, I guess, on their side now. Like, God, man, Jesus.
What happens to Hakari? Is he okay?
I think he's gonna be fine.
Doesn't have. He's just done. Like, he's just out of commission right now. Like, he's fine, but he can't do anything. And it's funny. He used his like last ditch, like, you know, I'm doing something, a bit of stamina left, and it was for this.
Yeah.
He teleported back in.
God,
That's
man.
tough.
Cause like that moment's gonna be playing back in his head too, where you had the woman of the Makizumi who was just like, listen, you do not need to be doing this. Do not like go and overexert yourself. Don't do this. Just let us do our thing. And he's gonna be like, man, I just wanted to help. Like, I just wanted to help. That goes into the conflict with the swords too. Cause damn, it's just like, damn, we just wanted to help people. And now look at what these swords have become. Fuck, dude. Fuck. This story is so good. oh my
shit.
God.
And there's another page like 8 through 9. It's just Hirohiko going, right, you have to protect those heroes, huh? This is exactly why Yoda called you green. And then it goes back to this thing where he just says you're still too green to harvest. So it's like Yoda is basically finding people just at the end of their rope and recruiting them. Like, who just are so done with everything.
Yeah. That, oh God, man. Oh shit.
Chihiro is just, right now, he's too naive to be recruited.
Yeah, he's, oh fuck. All right, yeah.
And it's like, with this context, it really, because like, the Hishaku are not good people. I don't want to make it sound like, oh my god, they're actually the good guys, because they're not. They're not good people, but they're not the evil side. You know,
the conflict's not as black and white as we once
what
thought.
we have with like the Kamunabi and the sword bearers and everything. Obviously, we don't have context for the war. We don't know what happened, but one of those war heroes also thinks this entire thing is fucked. So, it's very clear that, at least, maybe not clear, but it seems to me that maybe Yura feels justified, at least, because of how things are. It's hard to say exactly. Right now, all we have about, like, the past and, like, the Seitei War and everything is just how people are reacting to it. We have no real judgment we can make ourselves. But it seems pretty bad when even one of those war heroes is like, man, I'm done.
Yeah,
Well,
man.
it's
Like,
also-
to this extent, too. Like, it'd be one thing if it was just like, I'm out of the game. But, like, to be in it on the other side, eesh.
Yeah, okay, I did, sorry, someone's bringing this up in the chat. I wanted to bring this up before it became a major topic. Very last page, we see the Hakari, like, teleportation bubbles thing. So,
Oh, right, yeah.
I don't know what that's about.
Oh, I thought those were from Kumeyuri.
I thought so too. It still could be, but like we don't see those bubbles from it when
Like they are a good distance away too.
They are a good distance away, and it's like it doesn't look like bubbles in any other page, like when he first draws it. So
Right.
it could. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how Hakuri's doing anything though. So
Hey, bro.
Bro
he
is
said he's still
going
got
to
one
have-
more in him.
bro is gonna have
Bro.
brain damage by
He
the
did
end. I
say he
wonder
still got
what
one
he's.
more in him.
That's true. I don't know if he does.
That is his exact wording.
I hope someone has made a Vince Carter edit of Hakuri saying that I got one more
Got
in
one
me.
more in
I hope
I
someone
know.
has done that.
To go
I'm
back
not
a
sure.
bit. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, what's up?
No, talking about the Hishaku and Yora, and I think it's interesting how it, because a smaller cool thing about this chapter is when Hirohiko's talking with Chihiro, and he's like, "Hey, have you ever heard of school?"
Yeah.
And-
Hirohiko's so fucking goofy.
It's a it's a cozy place where neither of us belong, and I think that it's interesting how that's a random detail that does really pry into the fact that Chihiro was raised by his dad, just his dad, alone in the woods.
And like he was just
Like-
being raised to be a blacksmith, like that.
Yeah,
that was,
and like he's obviously pretty well, he's socially adjusted because he went into town and stuff. But but he never went to school. He never had friends. He never did anything other than train to be a blacksmith, train to kill people,
Yep.
or kill people. And it's I don't know. I found that really interesting to think about the fact that he is as much separate. I mean, he's just not a part of like the normal world. He never has been.
No, he's
From
had to be
birth,
because of
and
the
he's
sword
just-
since birth. Yeah.
Yeah, and like the same way Hirohiko's been isolated, and like it shows so much more with him because he's cuckoo.
Yeah.
But same way, Chihiro's not normal either. And talking about Hirohiko, what we've been talking about, which is that the Hishaku, it's a bit more gray as far as like their motivations, their actions, and it calls back to the chapter 54 where Yura's talking on the phone. He's on the goddamn playground, and he's talking about
My
Hirohiko's.
goat.
Yeah, it's a good opportunity for Hirohiko to like meet with Chihiro, and like this is a good chance for him to grow. And even if he messes up, like things will be all right. The way he talks about that, I'm not gonna say that it's like a super strong like father-son relationship, but that is like a pretty affectionate on like all things
Yeah.
considered.
Yeah, it sounds
for,
like a parental role. Yeah.
boss and subordinate. Like it's like, yeah, this will be good for him. And from what we've
You're-
seen from the Hishaku, with each other, they're all cool. But it's not obviously not with the goons they hire. But those are goons. Who cares?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's like it's cool the way that they have a similar kind of. It's like Samura and the ninja, where like they have that. It's obviously a working relationship, but it's more than that. Like both sides have that kind of depth, but it's not in a Demon Slayer-esque way where it's like, oh, it turns out that actually, each Hishaku member has a loving family that were all murdered by or whatever. Which, yeah, it probably is something like that where, they've all been, some of them at least, have been wronged. But I like the fact that it's very real, more human relationship that doesn't feel like written in a way that makes it seem like, oh, well, they care about each other a lot, so you should feel bad when Chihiro cuts them in half.
Yeah.
It's more like, no, it just adds another layer to it, where you can see much more easily how they are, people. And that makes the prospect of Chihiro eventually being kind of invited to join them. It makes it seem much more probable that he would. He probably won't, but I think it'll be much more of a choice because he'll see that they are, at the very least, people with convictions that stick to it.
Right. Yeah.
Sentence end.
No, that's some real shit. That's some real shit. I just want to say a small thing. Ominous as hell when I was reading. Where he was like, yeah, him and Yura made deals together, and I just thought back to him telling the little kid from the Makizumi, like, yeah, you guys are fired. I was like, oh no. Oh,
And he was serious about that too.
He's like, I'm
reaffirmed
dead
it.
serious. Y'all are fired. I was like, oh God.
Sorry, you've been fired. What? Why? Budget cuts. That's the name of the sword. Budget cuts. Budget cutter.
Bro.
Budget cutter Mark III.
Yeah. If even HxH couldn't see Samurai use his technique, these niggas are beyond cooked, bro. It is over.
I legitimately was like, yeah, that's HxH. Wait a minute.
Yeah, man.
That's a
You're just
stupid-
like, I'm out of here, brother. See you. See you. Yeah, no. And
That's above my pay grade.
genuinely, he's like, fuck that.
I cannot get over Huckery. I feel like I got one more in me.
Yeah.
It's so good.
I got one more in me, bro. Yes, sir.
You're hallucinating. Nah.
Nah, I'm him.
You're telling me that I'm hallucinating? This dog barking inside him?
That's just called the flow state. You wouldn't get it.
You wouldn't get it. I've entered the zone. Kuroko no basket. I've entered the fucking zone, brother. You can't stop me now. Yeah.
This timing, this position, it's perfect.
That's that real shit, man.
Passes
Yeah.
out and dies.
I must give one final serve before I go. That's it, man. That's that real shit. Yeah.
So,
We have
Okay.
fun here.
True.
is Chihiro about to bounce out of there, or is he gonna go? For round two?
Somebody in chat brought it up.
Definitely round two.
I think he's getting teleported just because Chihiro is smoking a no-armed, newly sorted up Hirohiko. Chihiro is smoking that nigga. So I think they're gonna pull him out of there. Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
what I
and it's-
love about Archer. This motherfucker has no arms. Is like, yeah, I can still fight.
Yeah, he's like, I'll still go for fuck it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very
I
possible.
ain't
It's
hear
just
no
the
bill.
situation where Hakuri is very bad, and it's like, all right, I need help.
Which
True,
honestly,
yeah. My
fair
greatest
considering what
ultimate
just
dream.
dropped.
Summoning Chihiro.
Yeah, bro. I like, hey man, totally fair if Hakuri's like, yeah, shit's fucked. Like, yeah, I know. You wouldn't believe what just dropped in front of me 2 seconds ago. What's going on?
I'm not
here?
gonna believe what's gonna happen. I
Yeah.
kinda do.
Well, there's still the other Hishaku member, right? No, he leaves.
He leaves, yeah.
Yeah,
he leaves.
Hatshaku
Okay,
was
then I don't-
gone. Yeah, he's like, I'm out of
Yeah,
here.
I'm not sure what the situation over there is, because it's like,
God.
you know, I doubt it. I
Does
doubt
he
it's
have
just,
to
like-
confront Samura? Like, even if it's not like fight him, but like, does he confront him for a bit?
We don't even know if Samura is alive.
True.
Yeah, that's why it's so. That's why I'm
You
mind
gotta
fucked
see
by the end
this.
of the chapter.
Hey man.
We don't know
Oh, because what if it
That's
is?
what I'm
Because
trying to say, is, like, we don't know anything that happens. and
what if
that's-
it is a situation where like, you know, Samura is like doing something and then like that's like the big page turn where he like sniffs Chihiro and turns around and they clash? That'd be cool, man.
The
That'd
plot
be
twist
cool.
I could see this whole time.
Yeah, I could actually see the entire time. God, hold on, wait a minute.
Plot twist. Samura could see the whole time. He just made it up for some.
Yeah, he just made it up so he can be cool.
God damn, bro. Plot twist. This is just Undead Unluck's opening act.
Whoa.
Yeah, no. Yeah. This chapter, insanity. My jaw kind of hit the floor a few times here. A few times
I
in
had
this
to,
chapter.
It was such a casual reveal too, where I like had to read that a few times.
That's what I'm saying.
Genuinely, yeah, he just drops it. It's like, oh yeah, by the way, here you go. What? What do you mean, brother? What are you talking about?
It's even
Yeah.
crazier than the time we killed your daddy for $50 in a light.
Huh? What do you mean by that, bro? What the fuck? Hey man, it is what it is.
Last thing I have to say, fucking love page 17, where it's like the paper that he's controlling with his sorcery starts to unravel as he draws the sword.
Yeah, because he
He's
loses his
losing
ability.
his
Yeah, he
Yeah.
loses it. Oh my
Genuinely
god.
cool.
I didn't even notice the paper unraveling. That's so sick. That's so cool. Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah. Kagurabachi's so fucking good,
So
man.
fucking good,
So fucking good, man. Oh my god. I love this series so much, dude.
I hope Hirohiko he stays a little bit longer. I don't know what it is. I kind of like him.
I love Hirohiko, dude. I love him.
He's so goofy to me.
Yeah,
No,
man.
I think for sure he's sticking around to be
He's
like.
gonna be here for a while, yeah.
Yeah, he's a really good foil to Chihiro because they are both ignorant.
Oh yeah.
They were both raised that way, somewhat on purpose, and that as they both learn and grow, I mean, granted, once again, Kagurabachi, not gonna be a crazy long series, but like the parallels for the next 100 chapters, 6L.
Yeah. This shit is fire, man. I am very happy. I cannot wait for the next volume of Kagurabachi to drop because I got
That's right.
the first
well,
one.
picked it up or so.
Bro, so quick question before you transition into Dandadan. Were you guys surprised at how bulky volume 1 was? I was not expecting that many chapters to be in it.
Not really. It seems pretty normal to me.
Nah, like
Maybe
don't know.
I haven't really like fully held it, but I definitely can't say I was surprised that chapter 1 is in there along with like 7 under chapters as well. They usually don't do that.
Yeah, because like I'm so maybe it's just because I've been reading like Goku Rokugai and like the physicals for that are about normal life, but like that one felt like a little denser. I was like, what the hell? So much content in here. I love that. That's awesome. But hey, man, I'm very excited for next chapter. We'll definitely have to see what next week holds. Hopefully, Hakori doesn't just like die of brain damage next week. We'll see though.
Yeah.
We'll see.
We shall see.
I made you get some of them One Piece bandages, bro. We need you back in this fight.
We
He
gonna
needs
be
some
straight,
milk.
bro. Yeah,
Please
I
help
was,
me. This is zero armed Hirohiko we're up against.
hey man, oh, father, lend me some hockey. Zero arm Hirohiko we're up against. Yeah, no, some real shit.
Father, lend me the baby annihilator 5000.
Give me the Shinuchi, please. I need it. Please. Yeah, man. Really good stuff. Kagurabachi, absolutely incredible. But let's transition into our final chapter of the week here. Dandadan Chapter 173. Fellas, how are we feeling about this one?
Good chapter.
I like the little egg guys.
The little
The
pygmy Jones.
non-totadas.
Would you say
Yeah.
they're the most relatable characters in the series so far?
I wasn't expecting them to have so much personality, but I really liked that they do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they're just silly little guys, man. Literally. I guess fast forwarding to the end of the chapter, how the fuck is the nurse here? How are
We've
you
seen her
here?
before. She's been a character before. That's like,
To be
Yeah.
honest, I forgot about the nurse, dude. When she showed
Yeah.
up, I was like, oh.
Bro, the
Yeah,
last
she's,
time she appeared was in
completely
chapter
forgot.
25.
Yeah, she's
yeah, it's been a minute.
relatively early in the series.
Yeah, it's
And she
after
just kind of tells them like, man, don't do stupid shit.
yeah, it's after they get out of the school and they're like, "Oh, they're all naked. What's going on?" They fight like the Nessie and stuff like that. And then they end up in the nurse's office. So
The
like,
last time they got naked in the school.
yeah, man. I mean, they're about
There
to
does
do
seem
it
to be
again
the
in
last
this
time,
they're-
but won't be the
they're a-
last time.
They're about to do it again in this fucking arc, man. I don't know what to tell you. Ira already got her itties out. Fucking Okarun already down to his underwear. Like, it's gonna happen again.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where the nurse, I forgot she was a character, but I remember thinking when I saw her the first time and on my reread that she has too distinctive a design to just be a random character.
Yeah.
Like she
Damn.
has to be important somehow, and I guess
I
just
didn't
now
think-
she's gonna.
Yeah, I
Okay,
thought
so-
she was just gonna be like a reoccurring gag character. I thought it was just gonna be like, hey, don't be a bully, bitch, and she's gonna slap bald dudes on their head. I thought that's just all she was gonna do. I was not expecting her to show up in the empty space somehow. How are you here?
By the way, cool that they're making the empty space like more of a mechanic that's usable because we have Vomola, which is really cool. Also, fucking flashbang, which she said a full sentence.
Yeah, right.
She's good.
She's getting good.
Hey, she's been learning.
Yeah.
Just talking.
Gigi,
And I
go to
think that's
teacher.
so funny.
Yeah, man. She's doing her best, man. Shouts out to her. How'd you guys feel about Kinta swag surfing? I know Kinta fan favorite for all of y'all.
Fuck yeah.
you know?
Honestly, I find it
Oh,
cool
yeah.
that he has like the little piece of it so he can do stuff in the moment. Like he doesn't always need to do the big mech to be useful.
He's not completely useless all the time.
Yeah.
He can do stuff.
Yeah.
This is a cool way to do that. So I plus he's funny. I like his gag. He can
I like
hit in the
Nita.
face.
I really do.
Bro is laid out in that last page.
Yeah. Bro got absolutely cooked in this chapter. It's nice to see us tag out to the other part of our roster, though. This is really cool. I was not expecting that in this fight. We're gonna get to see some more Kamehamehas from Gigi and shit. It's gonna be cool.
Yeah.
It's a
Very
cursey
excited.
Hamehameha because it's yokai stuff.
Isn't it
Just
just
so you
called
know.
the evil gun?
Yeah, it's like the evil
Yeah,
gun.
oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Very Yu Yu Hakusho and Dragon Ball pilled.
The evil gun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Me
shit
when
goes
I
hard.
fire my evil gun.
She evil on my
Shut
gun.
up.
That was
till
fucking
I-
stupid. I didn't like that. I don't like it. Shut up, go away, go away.
Bro, y'all
Bro.
some fucking haters, bro.
I
Correct,
liked it,
correct.
Taco. What? Yeah, and so what? Nah, man. Yeah, I was again just not expecting us to swap out team members here, but it was really cool. I was not expecting the nurse to show back up again. What the fuck is her deal with Kouki? Maybe she's just, maybe the nurse is like one of the few people who Kouki could confine in, or she could like really talk to. So who knows? Maybe that's it. I don't think she's like the shadowy figure who she's been talking to or anything. So
Yeah, for
I
sure.
don't think it's like that.
It's
I'm
very-
surprised she's able to stand by having that entire thing thrown at her fucking head.
Yeah, I mean,
That is impressive.
yeah. Well, actually, she is kind of like leaning on the door frame, so maybe that's what's holding her up.
Yeah.
Maybe she's like, "Hey, I just took a science
If I got hit with
test,
that shit, I would just go home and go to sleep.
bro.
It's 4 in the afternoon.
If I got hit with that shit, I'd just die, and if I didn't die, I'd pretend I was dead, bro. No way, I'm just cooked. It's over.
Bro, I'm built different. I would just walk it off.
You are a sick
You're right.
freak. I don't know how you do that shit.
I got them one-piece bandages, bro.
Damn, bro. Is that what she has in her nurse's office? Just one piece bandages?
I bet they get their ass kicked in this series.
Yeah.
They get demolished.
Yeah, they get fucked up quite a bit. Yeah.
Mhm. And it's one of those things where, like, I mean, Momo's just Momo. Like, she has the psychic powers and anything. She isn't any tougher. She ain't got no curse.
Yeah, dude, like
No curse
chapter
armor.
I don't know. It's like chapter like 3 or 4. I don't know. When they first go back to their like Momo's house and they fight like the Kappa sumo dude, she gets like
Yeah.
slammed into a wall and then punched into the wall. Like
Probably
fuck.
should have just died right there.
Oh
but
my
good.
god! Like when I was rereading, I was like, Jesus Christ! I forgot it was that bad, man. She gets annihilated. Jeez. But hey, that's why she's her, bro. She's just too cool, regardless.
All right.
You know, I think I'm gonna keep
I
this
don't-
gag going as much as possible now. Have the mole people showed back up yet?
No.
Nah.
No.
You
Hey
know,
guys,
what would
so
you do?
I'm actually gonna. I don't
Yeah.
really have too much else to say on this chapter, and I need to get going here, so I'm gonna drop out a little early. So
Alright,
fair.
good to be
Alright,
here.
so over.
Take care.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Sorry, I just gotta take care of something.
Yeah, it's all good, man.
There you go.
I'll see you all next week.
The sun
And I
has
hope,
went down.
remember, if you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button.
True.
Don't do it.
What
Don't
the
do
fuck? What the fuck? What is your problem?
You said, what would I do? Like, if they do
Okay,
show back
Jigo,
up?
no, what would you do if I told you that the nurse is actually one of the bull people?
That would be pretty neat. Now, let me throw that question back at you. What would you do? Because I
Probably
don't, frankly, I don't give a shit.
I would be amazed that I was correct.
You know what? I think that's something we both can celebrate, yeah.
Type shit. Yeah.
Well,
we
she
get
has to be connected to the aliens somehow because she entered the fucking empty space.
Yeah.
Bro.
The special zone.
Yeah. What if her aura is just that crazy, bro?
I mean, that's without a doubt. Have you seen her?
I mean, true. I agree.
Who's running this school? How is she allowed to dress like that?
Bro, she can
The
just...
principal is the main enemy.
Miss, you can dress however you want. Shit.
I can't believe that Saint Germain is using his powers to control the faculty. Look, they're even letting the nurse dress up like that. Nah, I've been dressing up like this for a couple years.
Do that
What?
since day one.
What? What?
Yeah.
What the hell kind of school is this?
I think her name is just like her nickname in the school is like sexy queen or like beautiful queen or something like that. Let me look it up.
There's no way that flies. This is a public school.
No, one of the teachers, she like they knock on the door. She's like, something queen, something happened. She's like, next time knock on the door, bitch. And he's like, oh, I'm sorry. Let me see.
I won't pretend. I didn't know this, but I forgot she was a character until you guys were like, "Oh my gosh!" Like,
Yeah.
I can't believe
Oh,
this
no,
showed
it's-
up after so long.
it-
And I was like,
yeah.
"Of course."
It's just Queen Sensei. That's her nickname. So Queen Sensei.
Queen Sensei.
Yeah,
You were adding in some adjectives there, buddy.
I was projecting. I was projecting. I was projecting only a little bit, just a little bit though. But yeah, so Queen Sensei for now is her name until I guess we get an official one.
You don't
she-
even call her nurse. I'm not
Just
calling
call
her.
her nurse. It's fine.
She knocked Kenta the fuck out.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
She hit him so hard.
It's
Yeah.
okay, dude. She's a nurse.
Well,
She
he
did
probably
it
would have
the safe
knocked
way.
himself out eventually. He probably would have just fucking hit something.
Bro, he probably
I don't
likes
know.
that.
He was eating it like that. He was doing pretty well. You ever skated before? That shit's hard.
It is hard. Yeah, I have.
This is tough.
Yeah, it's certainly not easy. I will give him that. But yeah, he got laid the fuck out. He's probably gonna talk about how like that means that she loves him or some other dumb shit.
Finally, all my time of playing Tony Hawk Underground 2 has come to fruition.
Finally, the prophecy. The guy who managed to get 160,000 on Skate Park 2.
Let's
It's me.
go. Let's go, man. Yeah, he's just like that, man. He's just like that. But really fun chapter. I don't have too much to say about it. It was a nice little setup one. It was a very quick chapter.
Mhm.
Actually,
Very
I
fun.
do want to bring back Kagurabachi for just a moment.
Okay.
I've been seeing some people talk about it on Twitter, just a little bit. Do you think Samura might be the reason that the house got found?
Oh,
I mean,
I
probably,
think
right?
I think there's a very good chance. Yeah, because so far he's the only other person besides Shiba who knew about Chihiro. Oh.
And man, if it was Shiba, I'm pissed.
Yeah.
Please no. I
If
can't have
my-
two goats.
Yeah, I was about to say if my Street Fighter 2 playing code did not or did do it, then I'd be upset.
I'm pissed. Yeah, no, I don't think it's Shiba. I think there's a very good chance it could be Samura, though.
Mhm.
Damn, I didn't even think about that. Yeah.
You know,
Alright.
hindsight is 20/20, but Chihiro really should have thought about it a bit harder.
He's had way more time than us.
If
You
only
know-
two people like know where the house is, and then all these people show up. You know, what I mean? It's like There's like 2 options.
Who could it have been?
My God, it was the goldfish.
Yo, who the fuck snitched on me, bro? Who was this shit?
You know, honestly, by this point, I don't put it past you if it actually was the goldfish in some way.
They had magic on them.
That's some Harry Potter bullshit. That was
Yeah.
the goldfish were the Hishaku in disguise.
We put magic
He
on
bought
the
the
fish.
goldfish from the Hishaku, but he didn't know, and that's how they tracked him. There you go.
Yeah. Hishaku was selling goldfish by
He
the
was
side
selling
of the
goldfish
He's
before.
playing the long game. He's explaining to the others like, y'all just don't get it. Y'all don't understand, man. I
I'm
promise
telling
you.
you, it's gonna work.
I promise
One
you.
of these days he's gonna buy these fish. And sure enough, I just know Hishaku was actually like a super low ranking. He cut to like immediately second in command
Yeah.
after that.
I can just
Because
imagine.
they're like, well, we can't deny it. Hat said that he'd buy the fish. He bought the fish.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they have their next meeting, and then it's just like Shaku has his like feet on the table. He's like, "What are you so happy about?" Roku here bought your fish, didn't he? He's like, "Yeah, Roku here bought my fish."
Well,
You
now
damn right. I told you, man. The long con always works. Hey, man, that needs to be the actual backstory. If it's not, it's ass. But
Yeah, if only we were writing Kagurabachi.
Yeah, I could write it. It's pretty good.
I promise. It's already great. I can make it probably worse, honestly.
Every day I wake up and I stare at an empty bowl, so I'm reminded of my hatred for goldfish.
Hate that shit, man. Can't stand them. Pissed me off.
Bro, no, because that's how it works, dude. You know how anime characters work. It's like, oh, I hate titans, I became a titan. I hate demons, I became a demon. I hate goldfish, bro. My sword uses goldfish.
Goldfish, and then he has to contemplate using his own weapon. Keep
Type
fighting.
shit.
This is the stupidest bit of my life.
All
I have the
right.
wherewithal to recognize that.
Yeah, we have
Yeah.
expanded all fucking dialogue options for Dandadan. We're getting the F up out of here. Fellas, is there anything you guys would like to say before we go?
Nope.
I want to extend my most sincere and heartfelt thank you to each and every person who watches this. I know that it can be a tad bit scattered. We can get a bit carried away, go on our tangents. But, we're all here to have a good time, talk about the series that we really like. So we appreciate you guys being here, joining in the convo, giving us this opportunity. So thank you.
Absolutely, man. Thank you. Yes. Very, very sweet, man. Let us know down below what your favorite chapter of this week was. Doesn't have to be anything that we covered here on this podcast. It could be Blue Lock, Blue Box, Kill Blue, Grand Blue, Undead Unluck, Hematen, Ichi the Witch, Akane Banashi. Ichi the Witch was good.
Undercover.
Yeah, man.
Anyone reading that one?
Yeah, let us know down below what your favorite chapter of the week was, of course. And yeah, we're getting out of here, man. Oh, this is perfect timing. My Street Fighter tournament starts up in like 15 minutes. I can't wait to watch that. Anyway, goodbye. Mwah! And good night. Bang. Watch Arcane if you haven't, by the way, too. All right, we're leaving.
Bang.
Bye.